And hello, Internet. I do believe we are live. Hello, my name is Solid Bones. I'm joined here by the one and only JinKitsu. Jin, how's it going?
It's going well. You know, it's funny that you say one and only, because we were just talking about the imposter that suspended that got the suspended Twitter account.
Yeah, no, you're imposter. That clearly they're doing a better job at you than being like the, I don't know what you call it, the rambunctious streamer, the streamer who's like always on the chopping block. That's like your goal, right?
Yeah, dude. I'm always looking to like get canceled on Twitter or something.
Bro, I'm just out here trying to get canceled. Can everyone make this happen? But thank you all. Thank you all so much for joining in. We did take a week off last week because I was moving. You may notice that I'm in a new place. This is a new setup for me in terms of audio and stuff like that, so I'm hoping I sound generally okay. Let me know if there's any sort of echo or anything like that on anybody's end, and I'll try to fix it as we're going, but we should be good. I was changing stuff. No hat. Sorry, I cut my hair, so I usually only wear hats when I have long hair. I apologize deeply.
I'm gonna ping my Discord real quick, make sure as many people are here and enjoying the games as possible.
They'll come on in. But thank you all so much. Once, in case you are new here and you have no idea what's going on, this is our beginner Guilty Gear Strive tournaments. Obviously, beginner is a phrase that means a lot of stuff to different people. So we have a cutoff point that we put in our challenge bracket. If you're curious, you can hit exclamation point bracket to see it. Just around an ELO cutoff that we try to use generally. So beginner, again, for some people it means like it's just the week that you've played it. I promise, it's really hard to fill a bracket with people who've only played Guilty Gear Strive for a week, because the week after that they're invalid. It's really difficult. So we have our own cutoff that has generally worked. But this is going to be a double elimination bracket. Currently, we're at 64 people, which is, thank you all so much for entering. That's a ton of people. And the top 3 people for the night, as Jin, you probably remember, will be getting banned permanently, which is very exciting. That is, everybody is fighting to be in the money, quote unquote, of never getting to play Guilty Gear Strive ever again.
It's definitely a big achievement. You know, be able to say that you got banned from a tournament.
Bro, we as streamers, we're just trying to get canceled, and these players, they're just trying to get banned. I mean, we're all in it to finish for real. Be done.
That's how you get people to that's how you get notoriety, to be honest.
True. Her mic is a little quiet. Let me boost her up. Sorry about that. I think the last person I was commentating with, I believe, was the loudest human on earth, and I think I'm still. Oh, okay. This might fix it. Jin, can you say brown dog, fox, fence, whatever the hell the phrase is?
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Was that roughly loud, everybody, or was that still pretty quiet? I can't tell. I think it was still pretty quiet, which is weird. Still quiet? Jin, what'd you do?
Crank me up to 200.
Oh, sorry. I see the problem. Okay, Jin, say hi.
Hi. Hello. How's it going? Good to see you all.
All right, should be louder now. Sorry about that. I forgot I actually just had it cranked all the way low. Getting better. We're getting there. All right, you know what? We're just gonna. I have a knob here that just says Jin on it. I'm just gonna slam it.
Okay. Sorry, I have an SM7B. So, and my voice normally, like the way I'm talking right now, you probably wouldn't be able to hear it like across the room because I just have a quiet voice. So.
Interesting. Hold on. I'm playing with this. It doesn't. I think I need to boost you a little bit. Whoa. I just realized also, I don't think any of you can really hear this. Oh, this is weird. I swear there was an OBS update that scared everything off my computer. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm new at this. I've never streamed before. I don't know what to do.
That's why we start early. You start early, you know, if things mess up, then you got time to fix it.
Exactly. Okay. Let's think. What's the option here? So like the weird thing is that I'm kind of gaining it in OBS and it's not like, okay, maybe we can do filter, and Jin, I'm just going to make you are going to blow out everyone's speakers. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right,
everybody.
everybody.
Let me know when.
No, I'm cranking it. Just okay, say Goomba.
Goomba.
Say Koopa.
Koopa.
All right, we're gaining Jin. Is she louder for all of you now? Is she like now audible? You're disappointingly still able to hear. Sorry, I'm not You think it's good now? For the record, to give you an idea, I currently have Jin at 11.6 decibels gain.
God.
And like I think she's like competing with me in audio
Okay,
now.
Let me say a longer sentence. I keep metal straws inside of my room in case delivery places do not bring straws.
She's still a bit quieter than me? That doesn't make any sense. All right.
What do you have my audio at in Discord?
You are cranked. You could not be more
Oh my
cranked
God.
if you tried. I have every knob as loud as it goes. Okay, hold up. Jen, you're going even louder. We're going even beyond. This is what it means to go even beyond.
I'm
Jen,
fucking cranked, bro.
Bro, okay, we're cranking you up, Jen. Welcome to the Crank Show. You're at 14.4 decibels. How was that feeling?
It's feeling good, I think. It's feeling good, chat.
Is this about good? Jeez. Guys, we can't get much louder with that. Is that audible?
If they say it's still quiet, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Better yet, I'm still louder? How is that physically possible?
Here,
All right, Jin, hold on. One more power boost. I see that you're now getting into the red. Jin, you are now live at 17 decibels.
17 decibels! I just have to move. Maybe if I move my mic a little closer, it's like literally 2 inches from my mouth right now.
Okay, this is good? This is normal?
Let's go!
Let's go! Okay.
and then I'm gonna get hype and start screaming.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Lose their ears.
This is gonna be a very extreme stream. All right, cool. I'm glad we managed to get that. The chat, again, thank you for bearing with me. Moving into a new place has its own challenges for audio and stuff. And has new challenges for JD for the big 2 years. That is such a long time. Holy shit. Thank you, dude. Holy schmolies. Okay. There's something else I wanted to do. It just occurred to me, I don't know if like Strive might be loud as hell. Hold on, we have to, because I'm putting gain on the same audio source. Okay, hold up. Let's unmute
God.
Strive.
Just start playing like Heavy Day or something and blow everyone's ears out.
No, I think Strive is actually still super quiet. How is it possible that things are this quiet? Can you all like very quietly hear like the Guilty Gear Strive lobby music? Because if so, then we should be good. You may or may not recognize this streamer as one who kicked your butt with 100 plus viewers. You know, sometimes I have to do it to you. It's definitely me you're talking about, so I mean, I get it.
Famous Solid Bones Evo commentator.
Famous Solid Bones. The only, as you like look Solid Bones on YouTube, the one thing that'll pop up is a first to 100 in Karnovs I played with a friend of mine on New Year's, and it has one of the great, like someone just went on Fightcade and like took the replay off. And it has one of the best thumbnails I've ever seen, where it says Solid Bones, and it has an American flag under it. And then it says The Smang, and it has an American flag under it. And we're playing the same character, and we're doing the same move at each other. And it's a first to 100, and it's like nice.
That's what you got to do at the offlines. Get the first to 100s.
Yeah, dude, I can like a first to 20 is a lot, and like a first to 100 is like my brain is goo. All right.
I did a first to 25 against Nubenheimer.
Against Noob?
Of course, you know, there's only 25 games, but it was fun. It was a good time. It's exhausting, though. It really is. I don't know how people can do super long sets.
It's insane. You know what I just realized is I got so distracted by all of this that I did not send you anything in terms of the lobby or the code or anything like that. So hold on. We're going to have to find the keyboard key. Again, it's been a while since I streamed. I'm sorry, everybody. So I'm completely worthless at this. Okay, I think we have to go to like lobby info. How do you find the code once you're already in, Jen?
That's a good question.
Does anybody know? Can somebody please at me at this web space if you know? Can you like find my MySpace and send me a DM? Can you make this happen? Game settings? Oh, view room settings. Okay, we found it. I had to scroll all the way down. All right.
Nice.
We're in there, everybody. We did it. All right, let me get this over to Jin, and then I'll get this over to our wonderful T.O. Sigwin, who's running around in the background.
Thank you, Sigwin, for your hard work.
Lord Sigwin. What have you been up to, Jin? Have you played any good video games lately?
Actually, as a matter of fact, I did start Nier.
You started Nier?
Automata.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's, wait 1 second, let me join. it's been really fun. I've just, I've been kind of going between Strive, going and playing Nier and stuff. I have been getting my Celestial challenge pretty consistently lately.
What, Celestial Gamer JinKitsu?
Working on it. Soon.
Soon. Dude, before you know it, you're gonna have the aura every month. You're gonna be yawning, just getting your like 5,000 games in per day or whatever it takes to maintain an aura.
Oh yeah, no big deal. That's basically all I'll do. It's just play Guilty Gear. What more is there to do?
What else is there to do, dude? Just play Guilty Gear. What's the problem? I don't understand. There's been a lot of good Guilty Gear games going on lately. Like a lot of really cool tournaments that have been really fun to see.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wait, can you hear me fine? Because I think I'm tapped into Strive right now.
Your audio's going through Strive?
Well, no. I'm tapped into Strive. So I just want to make sure, am I cutting out? Am I, doing anything weird like that?
I think you're good for me. On my end, you sound just fine.
Okay.
Should be good. I'll let you know if you start getting ripped into like the Pokemon distortion world or whatever the hell was happening last time. I will let you know.
You excited for Scarlet and Violet?
I kind of I thought Sword and Shield was very stinky. I don't think that's too much of a hot take. I think most people would be like, yeah, that's sensible. I could see it. But I thought Arceus was sick. I was like really, really happy with that game, and I thought it was super rad. So I mean, part of me is like, maybe it'll be good. I'm planning to get it, and I will form an opinion on it. But I'm nervous. But Arceus was great.
I actually never tried Arceus. It was different than like a normal style Pokemon game, wasn't it?
It was very different in a way that a lot of people don't like. I immediately see JD in chat saying, I will hold my tongue, because it ain't for everybody. I know it ain't, but I think for the people that it's for, like me, dude, I'm so happy. I was so happy to be playing that, and just like, you just get to like catch Pokemon and just like run around and like have fun, and like there's cool like action gameplay. I thought it was sick. So I don't know. I don't know anything about the new Pokemon game other than everyone added me saying that there's a VTuber gym leader and I should hate it for that reason. So that's all I know.
Yeah, fuck VTubers, dude.
The only VTuber I want to talk about is my television. I can't trust him as far. No, I made a tweet not that long ago or something, because like people were actually starting to call me out on like, don't you not like VTubers? And I'm like, I like the VTubers I like, and I personally know. And then they're cool. All you gotta do is be like, hey Bones, what's up? And I'm like, yeah, you're sick.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't know, man. VTubers, I'm gonna say it. Some of them are crazy, dude. Some of them are a little crazy.
Damn, that's a hot take. I don't know if anybody on Earth would agree with you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I come here for. Come here to bring the controversy.
The tournament did not even start yet, and we're still trying to get canceled on Twitter. That's yeah. No, I mean, we're like, yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's so funny how fast I feel like VTubing happened. I know this is a weird topic to have with someone who is actively a VTuber right this very second, but like, so we had the Tool Bear, which nobody knew existed until. Did you see that whole thing, by the way, Jin?
I don't think so.
Dude, so Brian F. tweeted, because they're on the team CLG with Romola, right? And their dad was like, so what is Romola? And he was explaining like what a VTuber was. And then his dad was like, oh, like the Tool Bear. And he's like the what? And Brian F. found this YouTube channel about a virtual bear called the Tool Bear who told you about tools, like screwdrivers and stuff. And he's been around, like he was around like a year before Kazuna AI or like any other VTubers. There was already a bear VTuber talking about tools. And it was so funny.
Wow.
Dude, I was losing my mind. It was actually like a 3D model rigged bear. But so the bracket, for the record, everybody, will be getting started in just a little bit. Says Sigwin just said they had a little bit of a hiccup, but we're getting into it again. It's been a while since we had one of these, so we're wiping the sleep crust out of our eyes. We're still getting into it.
Ew.
Yeah, sorry. That was like, that didn't sound that gross when I was forming it in my mind, and then I said it, and it was way grosser than I meant for it to sound.
Sometimes my cat has a lot of that, and I have to like rub it off to her.
Dude, that's like the secretly grossest thing about pets is like I had a pet dachshund growing up who was adorable, but like, bro, dogs be gross in the morning. Like if you're sleeping with one and they're just like in your face, it's like.
Yeah, you just like look over and your pillow's wet because they're just drooling all over it.
Dude, yeah, no,
Right.
it's gross. Who knew a 2-week break would be this damaging the routine? Dude, if I don't stream for 1 second, I'm dead. Like, I completely forget everything, and it's a disaster. Also, yeah, how's it going there, NBN? I see you lurking around in that yonder chat. Hope you're doing good.
The Nubenheimer.
Good old Nubenheimer. Who I will always internally call NBN because, I don't know, it's just the first 3 letters I saw.
Honestly, the first time I saw his name, I was like, what the what is that name?
What is happening? Am I having a stroke?
Honestly.
Cats are the best until they knock everything off your dresser in protest. Where I'm living right now does have 1 dog, and it is she is a wonderful pup, and I am consistently impressed by how weird she is in a funny way. Like, she's the kind of dog where, like, you'll be talking to someone in a room, and she'll just walk over and just stare at you for an hour. And not like lay down or anything, just be looking at you. And it's like, what? Like she just likes to be in on the conversation. It's like she's listening. It's so funny.
Sometimes I feel like, maybe I feel like pets really do understand English.
I think they just like hearing talking sometimes. It's like comfortable. Like they just like, yeah, I'm in on it. I'm being social. Okay, we do have our first match already getting up in here. Are y'all ready? We've got some good names, I gotta say, by the way, Jin, coming straight into the first one. We've got Dr. Cuddles going up against Parmesan Linguini.
Ooh. It's gonna be hard to choose. Oh, we're gonna let the intro play out.
Oh, we intro gaming?
Oh my god.
Oh, is it did we see an Anji pick? I think we might have.
I think this is looking like Nago versus Anji.
Interesting. I do feel like as a Nagoriyuki player, especially before we're talking a straight up nerd pocket protector with Sharpies in an abacus level play, like you just have to genuinely be a bit more careful as Nagoriyuki in this matchup, swanging with big stuff, because most of the cast is just like, please stop. But if Anji guesses right and spins through it, you're very sad.
Yeah, Anji spin is, and there you go. There's an example right there, able to take his turn.
Oh. Gets a throw. Okay, he's cuddling on in. Now Dr. Cuddles, try to backdash, gets knocked out away by the 2P, but nice punish. Smart. Beautiful stuff.
Looks like Parmesan Linguini definitely, nice 2P there. Throwing out the Fujins, put him in the tornado.
Defensive throw there. Dr. Cuddles was definitely showing a little bit of glass toes, and that's what I'm saying also. Anji really do be having those mid-screen pokes. Try to bait the burst, but then the 5S is actually a little bit too slow to combo. Wait a minute, Jin.
Looks like Parmesan Linguini's getting a decent little combo out, and using their Shitsu, putting the pressure on.
Oh, the counterplay twist. The Dr. Cuddles burst. Dr. Cuddles, you rootin' tootin' cowboy son of a gun.
I'm pretty sure Cuddles got about 5 different grabs that round. Listen, if it works, it works.
Bro, Jin, I'm saying they're cuddling. They're coming in. This is not. Yeah. You don't have a choice in the matter.
They're getting real close to each other, and it looks like Anji switching up a little, using the little dash on the Fujin follow-up.
Yeah, and you're seeing there, again, something that's also very important in this matchup is that Anji can genuinely fight Nagoriyuki at, like, that mid-range in a way that a lot of other characters don't really have the privilege of doing. Like, Anji's button's big, dude.
Yeah, and honestly, Anji does a pretty nasty amount of damage, so he's, even with, Nago's huge health pool, huge amount of guts, he's able to just shred through him, just like we saw right there.
Yeah, no, that is the shredded cheese on the Parmesan Linguini. We're already on 3rd round here, and I mean, Parmesan has shown they've got the completions, they've got the Abare 2Ps, but now you're in this spooky situation. Oh no!
Oh my god, and you can see Cuddles definitely using lots of those Fukios just for the spacing, and that's a fat 2H right there.
Bro, cutting him in half, nothing really behind it, but that was definitely moral damage.
Oh, for sure. And taking a huge bite out of Anji. And
yeah, Parmesan was trying to FD for dear life, but you can only do too much. The Cuddler was coming on in. The Cuddler is going to be up 1 point there.
Yeah, and I think that something that we're seeing a lot of is, I feel like Parmesan's doing lots of Fujin follow-ups, and I think those are conventionally pretty unsafe, the overhead and the low. But just hoping, I think, to catch Dr. Cuddles slacking on the defense.
Yeah, hoping to catch him slacking. You do have to wonder, are there like, because also Cuddles has shown that they've got the punishes, right? Like they blocked like one overhead and it was immediately 5P, 6P, Beyblade, bad times starring you. And so you do have to wonder, should Parmesan be relying on maybe a less risky options? I like that Abare 2P going into the fans follow-up. I don't think Cuddles has really had an answer to that.
Now, I have to ask, what is the difference between just mashing and Abare? When does Abare or mashing become Abare?
It becomes Abare if you get hit. If it works, it was Abare. If it didn't work, it's mashing.
You can see here, Anji has some pretty crazy risk gain. There is a little moment there where Cuddles' wrist was flashing. Scary stuff from this character.
Yeah, scary stuff. Cuddles not really representing FD to try to mitigate that risk. They're just blocking it out. But I mean, if any character can have that one shot, ooh, the teleport gets totally intercepted by the 2S. Overhead connection.
Oh man, and Cuddles, wow, just full sending it. Not having any hesitation. And honestly, that's really scary when an Anji doesn't have any. What a spin.
That's what I'm saying, man. The stuff that against the rest of the cast is a no-brainer, easy decision. Against Anji can get you in trouble, but Cuddles, the Cuddle Monster is getting that back throw. Parmesan not biting on the bait of the backdash. What's it going to be? Horizon trying to get some momentum back?
Oh my god, nice back kind of hitting. Yeah, Naga's going to have to be using the burst, and that might be the last burst we see from Nago from this set. And
I don't think he committed. I don't think he did anything. He did not. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, no.
I don't know if they thought the butterfly was going to hit him or something, but the butterfly just sailed on through. Oh, heavens to Betsy, Jin.
Not quite able to turn that into a wall break, but aren't you going with a bit of a hero burst, thinking that they can pull this one together?
Yeah, that was a brave burst from the Parmesan, and they're going to regret it, unfortunately. Now we're going into the last round. No burst on either side.
And honestly, I'm going to be real. I think that's how Guilty Gear should be played.
I'm going to be real to everybody. I think bursts are cheap and dishonorable. So, in my Smash Bros. Melee club at college, you're not allowed to burst. That's the rule.
And wow, Anji just, even with all of the blocking from Cuddles, able to move all the way to the other side. But
bro, sometimes you just get 5P'd 6 times in the face, and it's like, ow! Like, it did like 30%. The throw? Hold on. Parmesan is cooking.
Parmesan using their meter, able to continue the pressure, and very good blocking by Cuddles, but isn't quite able to get the punish on the Nagita.
Oh, clobbered by the 5H. No, the bite whiffs!
Double Fukio into bite, and that's going to be nice. That's going to be a burst, and I think we're coming down to, 1 or 2 more interactions.
RC, this should be enough. Does Parmesan have the completion? They do. The Linguini with just a little bit of the basil on it, going to tie it up 1-1.
And that right there. That's a dish best served hot, as Parmesan's looking pretty comfy now.
How many jokes about Parmesan linguini can we make in one session?
Are we testing it? Are we going for it? Or? No, I think that this is definitely a very interesting matchup because, Strive is, of course, a game known for its huge amounts of damage that you get off of combos and whatnot. But both of these characters very beefy, so it's really neat to see that, they're able to just trade a ton of blows with each other.
Yeah, no, they both injure each other a lot, and the neutral is very silly and rock, paper, scissory. I think in a way that Nagorgi doesn't have to deal with exactly like that, but the 2S is a little bit out of range. Bro, Cuddles is swinging.
Oh my god, Cuddles is done cuddling. They have a degree in Cuddles, but oh my god!
Okay. They made an adjustment. I was gonna say earlier, Jin, that like both these players are really comfortable if he is like grinding it out in the mid range. Cuddles is done grinding it out. Cuddles is trying to win right now.
Cuddles got their degree in Cuddles, but they're going for a second doctorate in ass kicking.
I've got 2 doctorates. One in kicking ass, the other one's in chewing gum. But going in the 6K. Hold on, this would be a huge backdash. Oh, the full screen counter is gonna work. Hold up, Linguini's not out of this yet.
And that's such a huge amount of damage, able to reestablish their position in this. And Anji does have burst. This is...
Dude, that Ko is still a punish from down. The 2H gonna take a little bit off the top. Parmesan has it. Now we get this neutral, but the throw is gonna take it. Almost was able to steal it back from the jaws of defeat, but Mr. Cuddles is going to be cruising on into round 2.
Is Dr. Cuddles to you.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect Dr. Cuddles. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that I think you can see near the end there, Anji was getting a little antsy and I don't want to say scared, but being very cautious. Not you saw them definitely full sending it a lot of the times before, but in this case they were certainly being a little less brave, I suppose is a good way to put it.
Yeah, and it can be really scary to play, I think, like, Anji in a way that is opening you up to potentially getting, like, thrown or stuff like that by Nagoriyuki specifically, because if Nagoriyuki gets, like, a back throw and he didn't spend a lot of blood yet, dude, you are about to be in a world of pain. Like, it is so bad.
Absolutely.
But I think that they were playing it really well. I think Cuddles just kind of kicked up the gas a little bit in that last round and was able to really start getting cooking. But I think that our good friend there, Parmesan, not out of this yet, but we are directly into our next one, which is going to have Jummy Bingas going up against Sky Varan.
Now, I don't know if you remember, but last time I was here, we did see a dragon installed from Akai. Are we going to see another?
We did indeed. You said, like, I would like to see one, and I was like, now hold on there, Jin. I would really like to win the lottery today, but let's not get too excited. But, oh, wait, hold on. Jummy Bingas is now going to get wall broken. Didn't ride the lightning, so you're giving Chip another chance to play neutral. Now, the question is, does Jummy have the Scrungy Bingas that they need in the neutral?
I gotta let you know right now. I have a audio mod for Chip Zanoof that replaces all of his lines with German lines.
I forgot about that.
It is certainly making this a bit harder to pay attention to.
Oh, okay. So I'm so sorry to Jimmy Bingas that my Toyo has just told me that they typoed when they sent me their name. They are indeed Jimmy Bingas, not Jummy Bingas. I blame Sigwin, and not me. I'm great.
Sigwin, what are you doing?
Sigwin! Come on, put your A game! Sakugan on in, but okay, sorry, we were talking about Germa and whatever the hell we were talking about, but during that period of time, Jimmy was able to prove exactly what I was saying, which is like, you do not want to go back into neutral against Chip if you can avoid it. The round can run away from you so quickly, but now Jimmy Bingas is really stuck in the Funky Gingas, and they were not able to get out.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I love about a lot of these the tournaments is just seeing, like, you get to see a lot of the offense really being pulled out. A lot of these players are very confident in their offense and their conversions, as we see here with Sky just taking out almost all of Chip's health 10 seconds into the round.
Yeah, I wonder what button that IADJH hit, because, like, I don't know what Jimmy could have stuck out there. It's rare you see people use instant air dashes in that way, where they're using it for, like, mid-screen foozies, but it worked out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something, like you'll see a Milia player or something do, but...
That's something you see a dirty Milia player do, and Jimmy Bingas isn't even able to use the Blur Bingas to get out of that situation. No burst on deck because they immediately went into the super. Smart stuff from Sky. Sky's going to put one on the board.
Yeah, and I mean, again, like we were just talking about, Sky's conversions with Kai, able to carry to the wall, get the wall breaks and whatnot. Looking really good.
Looking real strong. That does remind me, Jin. There's something very important that I don't know if you saw that happened a couple days ago. So speaking of Jummy, speaking of Jimmy, somebody got their hand on like a leaked file store thing of an old Jimmy Neutron game that actually had the real Jimmy Neutron models from the show in it. So we now have the actual models from the show, so you can be Hugh Neutron as a VTuber. This can be a thing you do.
Oh my god. Honestly, I didn't think that was going to be going to VTubing. I thought you were going to say we're going to get like a Hugh Neutron soul bad guy skin, but...
also that.
You can see here Sky's definitely throwing out a lot of 6Ps, which I think against a decent amount of chips, 6Ps are very good.
No, yeah. So that's one of those things, Jin, that's like something that is pretty easy, I think, for people to adapt to once you know how to look for it. The fact that Red RC did not clop anything mean that there was a burst already happening. They could have potentially blocked it and killed him there, but it's all good, able to clean it up with a quick. Sometimes Kai gets those inversions where it's like, why is he still juggleable?
Yeah, I was I was playing against a Kai today, and oh wow,
okay,
air throw. But I was playing as a Kai today, and I'm not gonna. Oh my god!
No, dude, Sky is sending a message. They have hired a courier. They typed it out themselves. They are sick of these people jumping in these video games.
Oh, but Jimmy's gonna come right back with a command grab. Not happy about being grabbed. Oh.
Sent it all the way home with the bonsai. That was impressive that Sky blocked that bonsai there. That was kind of like a frantic last-minute one. They were able to just block it, punish with the 2K real easy peasy. Those air throws were nuts. Those are like, I always feel they're like frustration air throws, right? Like somebody just keeps jumping away from you. You're like, I swear to God, I will start making hard reads if you don't stop.
I mean, I'm on the receiving end of that, dude. Whenever I get air thrown like twice or 3 times in a row, I just want to close the game.
It's brutal. It happens to everybody. No, so for the record, if that ever happens to you in a tournament or something like that, you should always bear in mind a very important thing, that in a tournament, right, you got to make fast adjustments, and it's hard to do that. Like, it's really difficult to put yourself in the gamer mindset where you're like, I think I'm starting to be red. I think I should try to move here. You should never feel bad about getting red in a bracket, because making adaptations is a whole thing around, like, sometimes you actually shouldn't make adaptations. Sometimes, like, if you're adapting too quickly, your game plan is just going to fall apart. So I appreciate sticking to the game plan. You were able to strip rounds off of the Sky. If you are in chat there, Jimmy, which I think you are, you should not feel bad about your performance whatsoever. I'm a fan.
Yeah, definitely a very strong, I think, layer 1, and that's kind of what you have to do. I know some players like to, I know some players really like to kind of play it a little safe in the first few rounds. Some like to just full send it, and after a certain point, it's like, okay, well,
yeah, this is perfect.
And, Jimmy definitely coming out with a crazy layer 1.
Jimmy was coming out with the crazy layer 1, and Sajam is coming in with the crazy layer 1073 gamers with a big raid. How's it going there, Sajammers? I hope you're all doing good. In case you have no idea what's going on, my name is Solid Bones. I am joined here by the wonderful JinKitsu. This is a beginner Guilty Gear Strive bracket. And now hold up, I'm reading the mind of you, chat. I feel half of you are like, beginner. What defines a beginner? I'll have you down. Like, hold up. Now, there's rules and regulations. If you hit exclamation point bracket, you can see it for who we allow to enter these here tournaments. But tonight we just watched our first match, and I believe we are gearing up to get, second match. We're gearing up to get more on gamers in here in this yonder lobby to play some more Guilty Gear Strive. But Jin, real quick, since we have a new audience, you want to really quickly explain who the heck you are and all that sort of biz?
Yeah, sure thing. Hello everyone. Good to see all of you Sajammers. My name is JinKitsu. I'm a Strive streamer. Like to do lots of playing, dirty little Millia main. Also like to try and get into analysis and whatnot, trying to get my name out there and work on commentating tournaments and all of that. So just finding my way in the world of which quite frankly is a really amazing community, the Guilty Gear community. Lots of fantastic people in there.
That was a very, like, holistic and kind answer from you. I kind of expect you to just be like, bro, why would that feel when you do double jump, double air dash as Millia, LMAO? Like, I was...
Listen, dude, if you want me to, talk like talk like a Millia player.
That's how Millia players talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother, I did a left-right mix-up.
Cracks open a Bud Light.
Yeah, I got 5 ways to mix you up. It's about as many layers as in my famous bean dip.
No,
Brother, I'll have you know, my mix-ups have more branches than my family tree. I'm giving a deer with this here hair car, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, we have our next match already stepping up here. I'm sorry, we were too busy yelling about all of every word. We have Kyoshine coming on up. Now, we saw them, I believe that was just 2 weeks ago. We saw Kyoshine stepping on up, and they're going on up against Dolphin of Destiny. Wait, is this Whale of Fortuity? It has to be.
Man. Dude, all I'm going to say is if I see a May with the name Dolphin of Destiny, I'm quaking in my boots.
You're quaking?
I'm terrified. Now, I will say, May as a character, I really do not know that much about.
So here's the thing about May. Here's the thing about May, right? I think the thing with May is that Slater subscribed for the big 3 months. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. The big thing about May players is that I think a lot of good May play is defined by, frankly, just at a basic level, neutral jumping and like backdashing in the air and just controlling space. What a conversion! Whale of fortuity! What are you doing?
And oh my god, a PRC being able to read Ram jumping in, able to convert that into a win is absolutely bonkers. Really well played by them.
Yeah, that was absolutely. I was right, by the way. This is Whale of Fortuity, who changed their name to Dolphin of Destiny. I was going to be very scared if it was another May player. Ooh, that was a great Dolphin there to interrupt the kind of very gapful pressure that Ram went for there. And Rourke get him for the very big, generous tier 1. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Big pickup by Kyoshine. They're showing they're no slouch in the big pickup department either, Jen.
Oh, absolutely. And now this is a horrifying situation to be in as a May. You know, a 2-bar Ram in the corner, but able to Totsugeki out of there. Not bad at all. And using the PRC, using the burst.
Oh, wow. What a tech.
I lost that. I got grabbed right there. Not gonna lie.
You got grabbed. Oh,
no! And we're having some seared dolphin sushi tonight.
Dude, unfortunately, is it sushi if it's a mammal? Anyway, sorry, I'm getting this. But Dolphin of Destiny, unfortunately, that Dolphin's destiny was to be big ol' sashimi, and now we are 1 round apiece. Now, as Tillian, our statsman in the chat, is pointing out, this is a top 8 rematch from last week. So these are definitely 2 players to watch, getting matched up pretty early.
Nice, and that's exciting, getting these absolute bangers of matches. And Dolphin of Destiny was blocking pretty well, but, you know, strike throw expert Ram with all Valentine.
And that should be Deadaruni. Nice. So that's interesting, right, what you saw there, because what Ram did was they dash canceled and then threw, right? That's like, I swear to God, is like a 25 frame action, right? It is very slow. So for Kyo and for Whale, right, that's kind of like a pause and think opportunity of like, why did that hit me? Am I kind of big sleeping? And what did I think it was going to be a different thing? Because like theoretically a 2P or anything could have gotten him out of that situation. But I like Kyo going for it, because now I think they've got a little bit more berth. They'll be like, all right, welcome to layer 4, Yomi, idiot.
Yeah, honestly, and you know, that's the thing with Ram is that, you know, with that corner pressure, it's scary oppressive, but in multiple different ways. You know, is she going to be using swords? Is she going to just run up and throw you? Is she going to be wrecking? You know, and when she has bar to work with, it just gets even worse.
Beautiful Dolphin out to avoid that. Dude, look at the damage.
I don't know how May does this much damage, dude. It's crazy. And this is just Dolphin pressure, throwing out those I believe the fast Dolphins, able to recover real quickly and get right back into the pressure.
Oh, clip by the sword that time. Dude, I can't believe that burst crossed her into the corner, but then the freak out throw actually worked. Both of them panicked and Kyo had the correct panic.
I don't. Oh, that's going to be a big counter, and I think Ram is going to be able to.
Oh no! Wait, this is how the time she was thrown should be good. No, it's not.
Oh no!
No, dude, Whale.
Yeah, wall break Calvados. You know, I think that, you know, Whale probably saw the Calvados flash, knew that their fate was sealed, and, you know, maybe put the controller down with how much damage that thing does.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was wondering because, like, Kyo whiffed the sword toss at the end, and I was like, oh, no. I don't know if she recovers fast enough to actually do it again, and she unfortunately did not. So, okay, Kyo now in winning position. They've got Whale in the corner, and they're just going to get hit by the sword. No!
Oh, the first is going to Canada!
Bro, Daisuke's vision is better than it used to be, but it still ain't great.
Oh, my God. Going for the Sabaro, and what a good grab. And,
Cleaned it up with the OTG. Kyoshine is going to take it over Whale 2-0, but I feel like that was a lot closer than the score indicates. I'm worried Whale might have gotten a little bit mind-crushed there by just a couple of unfortunate situations, and they were just not able to get the momentum back in their favor.
yeah, and I mean, I think that at the point that burst, you know, I think all of us were expecting it to send Ram, you know, back towards the middle of the screen and, you know, let Whale get their bearings again. But, you know, the scramble and, you know, throws are coming out real quick, able to throw Whale back into the corner and just keep up that Ram pressure.
Keep it up. Kyo is looking strong. They've always looked strong. Is this the week that they're going to graduate? We don't know. By the way, you have an important piece of information to address here, Jin, that generic soda, usually wonderful human in my chat, has chosen tonight to be a delinquent, kicking the door down and saying to everybody that you can make sashimi out of hornets. Have you ever thought of instead not talking? Have you ever thought about not sharing information? I see a Potemkin
Oh, let's go.
on the setup, cruising on in. Always a fan favorite, and the other player has to be playing Jacko, right? That's like, you don't wear the full Jacko drip unless you're Nagoriyuki. What?
Oh my goodness. See, no, this is good. This is good. Nagoriyuki, more health, more potbusters.
I mean, true, but whose man's is this? Come pick up your man's. Come get it. They've been standing outside the venue for 20 minutes. They're waiting for their parents. Just come grab them. And as soon as our players are ready here, they can get on into it. Algebra 2, how's it going for the big 8 months? Thank you so much, dude. Hope you're cruising.
Sorry, I read the message along with that that resub. Is that a common nickname for you?
The boners? So, actual lore that, for those of you who don't know, is that one time I used to raid Sajam back when he used to play D&D late night on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
And I raided him, and Vicious and Hanzo played D&D with them. And I raided them, and then Vicious is like, yo, what's up? And then Hanzo immediately is like, the boners? Yo, do y'all call yourselves the boners? And then everybody immediately is like, yeah, we're the boners. And like, it is just stuck. And it culminated in at the last Evo, there was a huge line for meeting Sajam and Tasty Steve. And Hanzo took a picture of it and was like, dude, the boners are waiting. # bone sweep. And it's like,
Sweet.
I was like, dude. So it's all Hanzo, but then as soon as he said it, everyone was like, yeah, that's what we are. So, I mean, you can fight Destiny, but you can't really win.
Got a lot of boners hanging out in the bone zone.
Is what we are. Is that what you all sound like? Yes, every voice I do is correct. Not...
No exaggerations. None at all. None at all. That's what every single one of you sounds like. Even if you like, even if you're here in the stream and normally you're just hanging out somewhere. Nope, that's your voice now. Sorry.
Voice now. Sorry. Once you're a boner, it just sticks with you. So I do see our not Jacko players getting on and off the setup. I don't know if there is. Oh, it's High Boots. Okay, yeah. It's High Boots, and then Yuri May Cry. High Boots is our resident Potemkin player. I was wondering because they're that dude from anime that everybody's like, yeah, bro, it's anime is the best. I don't know what it is. Psycho Mafia. That's the name of the show.
Whole bunch of weebs out there. I'll tell you what.
Damn it, Bobby. You're coming in here dressed as Jacko, but you're playing Nagoriyuki?
He's top tier, Dad. I gotta do what I gotta do to graduate, Dad.
And we got some big boys on the screen right here. How do you feel about this matchup?
How do I feel about this matchup? So I think these Potemkin players typically don't love it, but some things to consider is that a lot of stuff Nago does is pretty susceptible to armor, right? Like, if he slide heads or if he comes on in with Hammerfall at the right time, it can be very bad. But here, getting the big old command grab is actually huge. They can really pressure. Oh, no, that throw. You saw that. That was like a pixel out of range. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think that the big problem here is that, very good little DP there to get through, but
hold the phone. This is really gonna hurt. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Gravy.
And just like that, Potemkin pretty much evening this out.
I knew it. I was like, Boots really wants to just kill you off of 2 pot busters. So good for Yuri to keep it together and get the backdash.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I would have absolutely loved to see, what is it, a Potemkin 2H into Heavenly Potemkin Buster. That's a true combo when it comes to tilting, and able to backdash that command grab.
Hold up. Every time a Garuda's blocked Jin, if you don't know, the matchup changes by 1 point. This is currently a 9-1. This is not good. They blocked 4 Garudas, and now they're getting hit by the Buster. They're gonna straight up die. This should be 2H. Heat Knuckle, no! Didn't do the Heat Knuckle. I think it would have killed. Didn't expect the wall to pop. So theoretically, Yuri's gonna get killed by a forward Mega Fist. Theoretically.
Theoretically, of course. And yeah, I'm definitely, once you see those Garudas coming out, you can see every single one of them, you can go from, what is this, like a 3-7 matchup, 4-6, 5-5.
Yeah, no, it just, but every time a Garuda's blocked, it changes. It's that much worse. It's so bad. But you saw, again, what I was saying earlier, which is a fundamental part of this matchup, is just Slidehead being able to eat Beyblades. It makes it so Nagoriyuki's approach isn't as automatic as it is against a lot of other characters. You have to think.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, I think we saw it once earlier. You know, Naga was able to throw out there.
No!
Oh, very good block on the burst. But going to be thrown back into the corner. All right. This is, again. It's fine. Looks like we're coming down to one or two more interactions here.
Ooh, dude, they are slamming that backdash. I wonder if High Boots intentionally 2K trying to potentially catch that instead of pop bustering. But wait, they're going to pop. That's the -6. You're super dead, dude. Yuri, no!
Bringing the vampire closer to the sun, burning them to a crisp, and then...
Dude, I never thought about that. Have you ever heard of the game, oh gosh, what's it called? Boktai, the Game Boy game. Have you ever heard of this? Or are you too young? Are you 5 years old?
Okay. Wait, how old even are you?
So
no, I haven't heard of it.
It was a game. The Game Boy cartridge had a solar detector on it, and you had to kill vampires by bringing them outside and actually bringing your game outside so it would detect the sun, and you would burn the vampire to death. That's what High Boots is doing. You were right. They got to grab that vampire and bring him straight into the sun.
And they're heading right back in, and Nago definitely beginning to stagger their pressure, throwing at the clone.
Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, wait. Big burst. It's scary. As soon as you block a Garuda, it's so bad. I'm telling you, these slide heads have really been defining the nooch, and it's not like Nagoriyuki just doesn't have a very super good answer to it. Dude, he's just walking him down.
Yeah, and like, you know, again, what does Nago do here? You have Fukio, but you're still going to be getting hit by that, and decent wall carry.
Decent wall carry. Gonna get the bite.
Oh no!
Oh my god, this is a game for grapplers, and
no, dude, you're actually dead. I think this should be 2H Hammerfall.
Oh my god!
Delete it.
That has to be the absolute coolest thing about seeing Potemkin is that you see them on defense, you know, they're playing so slow, just waiting for that moment to do something like that. And what a grab.
Okay, this pop buster goes wide, but I mean, no!
Oh no, what a read!
No, and you know High Boots is like looking at their dog. They're like, let's go! Their dog is howling. Like, they're getting into it. The momentum is too high.
Alright, Naga gonna be getting a nice little red RC there. Gonna pop and oh!
You're dead. You're
That's
so dead.
That's
oh
dead.
my god.
Yeah, this I feel like of almost any matchup, this is absolutely the scariest one to blood pop in.
Yeah, I mean, High Boots has always been a performer. They are definitely like a worker. Each week they've been playing, they've been getting better and better and better. Again, I think also a player to definitely watch if you're looking for who's going to go the distance. Taking a quick glance at yonder bracket, we do have Ageikan advancing on the winner's side, who is that rare Happy Chaos player who occasionally shows up. They are ancient beings that occasionally appear. But they are cruising through the winner's side of the bracket. We see BT, Dosbox, Falco, I see you, Box of Rocks. Good old High Boots is moving on, as we saw just now. Varan is still hanging in there. A lot of really good players still in the bracket tonight.
Oh yeah, this is exciting. I mean, we've already seen a couple pretty good games, and you know, definitely very good like fundamentals coming out from all of them. And
100%, we've seen a lot of good fundamentals, a lot of good pot busts. It's been a great time. Did you ever play Metal Gear Solid 4, by the way, Jin? Just a random thought.
I have not. Only Metal Gear game I've played is Revengeance.
I mean, you know, if you're going to play one, unironically, I'd be like that one or Metal Gear Solid 3. That would be immediately my two guesses. I love Revengeance. That's a good game. But in MGS4, there was actually a Boktai crossover where when you shoot the big solar gun, like Snake goes like, sunlight! And that's from the Game Boy game. Now you know. He shoots a big sun gun.
If I ever dabble into MGS4, I will keep an eye out for it.
You'll see it and you'll go, you know, that old man Bones, you know, he's crusty nation, doesn't say many good things, but this time he was right.
Oh, are we getting Happy Chaos against Potemkin?
Is that what we're getting?
I thought I saw Potemkin walk in, and I believe this is Happy Chaos right here on the station.
Is it Happy Chaos? It is going to be Ageikan. Yep, here we go. The ancient being known as Ageikan with the black dynamite avatar going up against Kimchi.
Ooh, this is... I mean, honestly, I do think that if Potemkin does manage to be Happy Chaos, it is undeniable fact that Potemkin is top tier.
Also, thanks, Whiskey, for the big 14 months of Prime Maruni. I really do appreciate you. Ageikan, able to get on here. So, this is a matchup that early on, a lot of Happy Chaos players actually thought Potemkin could fight back in more so than other characters. Now, I think as the meta developed, like, it kind of always went the way of Happy Chaos, but there, you're seeing exactly where you're seeing, like, if Pot lands a hit, which can be as easy as just doing a slide head to absorb a gunshot, Happy Chaos can explode. This is going to be a block Deus Ex? Yeah.
Ooh, and just a little slow on the Deus Ex coming out, but sorry, and Pot. Oh! Oh! This is gonna do such a huge amount of damage, and this is such a scary situation for Happy Chaos. Oh! What a hit!
Force the YRC.
And it looks like, almost looks like Potemkin tried to backdash that one, but was able to get caught out, and slide head getting closer, and oh, so close.
Managing to land the big far slash. Ageikan's like a slugger, Happy Chaos. They are just running in. They're running that basic strike throw. Happy Chaos buttons are a little good, Jin.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I've had this discussion time and time again. You know, you have 2S, you have, what's this giant haymaker? I don't even know what button that is.
Wait, the big haymaker from H Chaos? I'm pretty sure that's 5H, right? I always call it 6S, but I think it's... Oh, yeah, no, it's 6S. It's 6S.
I was gonna say, I don't think he has a 5H.
That was a risky wake-up pot buster to do. That was a bit aggressive.
I think... Oh, and going to go for a grab. Going to get the counter hit Mega Fist.
Oh, wait, no, you RC'd it too early. No, dude. No. Who can say where the gun goes? Wait.
Oh. No. Oh.
Unfortunate. They must have thought it missed, and they just panicked and RC'd it. That was unfortunate.
Man, those are the, and yeah, I think that's definitely a hard thing to, you know, get a grasp of. Is annoying in that split second when your attacks hit or when they whiff. You know, do you RC? Do you go to confirm? It's hard. It really is hard.
Yeah, Tillian points out, I don't know if anybody remembers, but that used to just work. You used to be able to just do that as an OS.
Really?
Whenever you would do a command grab, you would just RC throw. And if it whiffed, you wouldn't RC it. Or if it hit, you wouldn't RC it. So it would only work on whiff. So if you actually pot busted him, that was what made... Pot was pretty good, I feel like, in the very first patch of this game. Because he pot busted and RC'd it. If he whiffed, he punished you. And it wasn't... He didn't think.
Yeah, we're just going to see typical Happy Chaos shenanigans here. And I will say, you know, like you mentioned, you know, Age can just... I think you definitely could just play a very distance-based Happy Chaos game here. But going in to... Ooh!
That was so brave. Gets the burst early from Ageikan, though, which is kind of nice.
And, you know, that just goes into a situation where if you know, Potemkin's able to get Happy Chaos in the defensive, it's not going to be much Happy Chaos can really do.
Got the big old slide hand. Garuda's a little far out, though. Yeah, 6K, but now Ageikan got... I can't believe Ageikan got blasted to full screen, Jin, and then just ran at him.
Yeah, and, you know, that's what I was about to say. You know, Ageikan is definitely I feel like a lot of people don't like watching Happy Chaos, but... Oh, no!
Just aiming at him the whole time. Just... Hey, you're probably wondering how you wound up in this situation. What is happening?
PRC's coming out, both of them. And,
Oh, big back throw, but again, RC'd too early, so there wasn't actually any damage behind it, but this should be enough. Nice. I feel like Kimchi is having a little bit of difficulty in controlling, like, when they're RCing, because that felt very chaotic. That was, like, a lot of inputs.
Near the end there, you definitely saw it was quite a scramble. He's gonna get the Garuda impact, pushing Happy Chaos even further back into the slide head.
What the... Dude, that was like the no mix-up.
Dude, I'm telling you, some of those times where you look like you're gonna cross over, but then you just go backwards a little bit.
Oh!
That gets people.
Hold up, is Ageikan doing Slumpy Man stuff and getting back Mega Fisted and getting Pot Bustered? Bro, it don't matter how good your Slumpy Man is if you can't hit it dirty. Oh God, help.
Not gonna lie, man. Once I see the wall slumps, I am...
Get out of here.
Not a fan of the wall slumps, man. All I'm gonna say is that Pot Buster was well warranted.
That was well warranted. But unfortunately, this Deus Ex is also going to be well warranted, and that is going to be it for Kimchi in this winner's side of the bracket. Ageikan is going to be moving out. By the way, somebody mentioned I thought I've seen Ageikan before. Ageikan's been in Beginner Cup before. I believe they've also entered like one open bracket, but in the one they entered, they were not able to secure that top 3 spot. So Ageikan, another one of those players, they got something to prove. They're trying to win.
And yeah, there's so much happening. Like I was trying to say, it's seeing the very strike throw brawler type of Happy Chaos. I think is very fun to watch. Honestly, I know that there's some Happy Chaoses who will just happily sit back and shoot, and they'll they hit you once and they'll start juggling those empowered shots. But his buttons are kind of crazy, but they look good. They definitely look cool.
No, yeah, they are. Their buttons buttons are gross. But it is. I think the 2 characters that I always say I think are the biggest executional barriers for players who are starting out are Happy Chaos and Gold Lewis. I think the 2 of them are the most like. If your execution ain't there, you are not gonna perform. Like if you miss a BT as Gold Lewis, you're so sad. And if you accidentally like get a headache because you drop something as Happy Chaos, you're also so sad. So always good to see people trying to learn them. And we're gonna be getting into Box O Rocks going up here against Prosperous Hope.
Ooh, Viking versus fun little Jin fact. These are 2 of my. Oh wow, going straight for that super.
I was updating the scoreboard and I straight up did not even see where the gold burst happened, and they were just already doing the mid-screen super. Box of Rocks is as aggressive as they come.
Yeah, and honestly, that's really scary. If you have an aggressive who is pulling out the gun.
Yeah, busted out the gun, but luckily Box of Rocks didn't really commit. They were just in the middle of a dash, was able to block. Ooh,
good little punish there by I think that, probably recognizing Viking doesn't have meters, so doesn't want to go for that risky follow-up. Ooh, very good punishes.
Yeah, big 2H counter poke there, able to keep it going. Are you going to break the wall? You are. No, but they never break the wall. She's going to go. Oh, that was a disrespectful 5K. That's going to be -1 morality point.
Sorry, you're going to be banned from future tournaments. You're using disrespectful 5K again.
Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to control your 5Ks. One infraction ain't a big deal, but 3 infractions. Here you go, across the code.
You can see both these players are just so aggressive. Oh my goodness! Listen, they did not pay to block.
No, Prosperous did not pay to block high. They are unfortunately getting opened up by these overheads right now. Box is just committed, which is an important thing to know as like a mix-up heavy character as Eno, is just when do you just keep doing the same thing? But actually gonna burst. They believe in themselves. Gonna block this bullet.
Oh, a nice PRC and air throw, able to read what Viking's up to. BRC just to kind of get a breather.
Big 6P. Okay, wait, hold up. They just need a little bit more than 6. Dude, Eno's grounded 6P is so stupid. No, for the record, that is not actually disrespectful. I'm being dumb. They just input 5K.
Oh yeah, trust me, man. I spam buttons. So whenever I win, sometimes you just end up spamming, and it's no big deal.
It is what it is. No, what's funny is that you used to be able to post round KO in a lot of fighting games, but it's something that kind of died out nowadays. But it was in vanilla Street Fighter 4, and they took it out for Super, and I've always wondered why. They just killed your inputs immediately as soon as the round ends.
Dude, got it. Oh, massive Kabari, but it isn't able to really capitalize off of that.
Little weird neutral exchanges currently are going the way of Prosperous Hope. Big burst. Wow, what a fast RC pickup, but Box is actually going to burst.
Going to go right back into the neutral game, which I don't know. Who do you think of these 2 has the stronger neutral?
Who has a stronger neutral? I would say Biken. Between the 2 of them, right? Like, I mean, that 5S at pretty much all of the angles that Eno wants to approach, the 5S is clapping her, right? But in this situation, neutral will matter, Jin. Neutral's over. We left neutral at the gas station 5 miles back. Like, wait a minute!
Oh!
No, they did commit and they're dead. The round start. Oh boy.
Those are, see that right there, what Viking just did, those are the full send supers. Either they work and you're gonna win, or they don't work and you lose the round.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the full sends. You got to do it. You got to do what you got to do to stop this character from just running you over. Clearly, Prosperous is trying their best to just stop the Eno Vortex from getting started, because also, unfortunately, once they were getting Vortex, it was working. They were getting the mixed.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of what this is definitely Boxer Rocks approaching Baiken, and Baiken just has to be able to guess correctly and know how to deal with it.
Ooh. Oh, 5H actually out of range. HCL going to get clobbered by that JS. And unfortunately, Prosperous, they're kind of a hold up to get out of the corner kind of gamer. But Box hasn't really been able to put a stop to it.
Oh, God.
Now hold the phone. Hold the phone, Jin. Prosperous Hope is going to tie it up 1-1.
Prosperous showing off that DLC JS. And I feel like that's definitely very good at catching Eno. And I mean, not just Eno. It's probably, in my opinion, one of the better JSs in the game. It just has so much range, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird to even call it a JS. It's just like its own thing. It's just her sniper rifle. Like it's.
It really feels like a special. Let's be real.
No, it totally does. Like if that was in like. If it wasn't already her JS and Guilty Gear accent core, the input would be like Guilty Gear motion, but like vertically. You have to go like up. Like it'd be one of those moves, secret moves.
Yeah, we'll see it right there. And I want to take this opportunity. I think a lot of people, if they watch me, know I'm not a Baiken lover.
What?
Absolutely. I hate this character, man. I will let it be known. I hate Baiken.
Fair. It's on the record. Everyone write that down.
No, she has so much.
Oh no! Oh god, dude, Prosperous. Actually, that was they're 1 for 3, but when it worked, it ended the round instantly.
Wow, what a
I can't believe that.
That was some wacky stuff, man.
that was genuinely a 360 no scope. That was just went back the other way, just dude, the 2S catching. Prosperous is really running away with this one a little bit, it feels like, just in these neutral exchanges. But hold up. Boxer Rocks. Good block on the high from Prosperous.
Nice. Getting the ICs out. And this is going to be so much damage and putting Baiken in a really scary position. And oh, no.
Dude, what was the frame data on that interaction? I feel like Box was -7. Wait, what?
Got a nice... Was able to get the very first few frames of HCL there.
Okay, I got confused for a second, Jin. I actually thought Baiken killed her. I was like, what the hell happened? My brain broke for a minute. But okay, big 6P. We're down to double Luigi situation between these two.
This is honestly a really close game, and definitely a pleasure to watch. Ooh, going to be getting grabbed in that RPS there. And
oh my god, dude. Boxer Rocks gets tied up, and they're just like, bro, I'm in buns. It's
and ooh.
No super.
I think if we saw a super wall break there, that might have been it.
Wait a minute. It's going out to the dude.
Profile the gun.
And then the HCL is going to be active enough to catch the forward and approach from Prosperous. Good job, Boxer Rocks. Dude, they were seeing the Matrix. That was straight up just straight under it.
I really do want to believe that Boxer Rocks read that. But also, I think if that was Sword Super, Boxer Rocks would have died.
Yeah. we read those.
Oh yeah, I think Boxer Rocks knew the gun was coming out, just low profiling that and able to fly away with the win.
I mean, Stroke is a pretty good idea, I think, in general there, right? Because I mean, it's gonna beat Gun, it's gonna beat, I think, 5S and Kabari, right? There's a bunch of stuff that it does beat in that exchange. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff it could have caught, and they managed to squeeze under the bullet. Now it sucks, right? They were at Prosperous. Lost the $50 for no reason. Able to run away with it. Good, solid stuff from both of our players there. You love to see it. Now, I will say, Jin, you were saying you're a Baiken hater. You say Baiken is the worst thing that's ever happened in video games. That's what you told me off stream.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
word for word.
it's my duty to be the unbiased commentator, so I cannot share in your biasisms, unfortunately. Ban Happy Chaos. But... we are going to wait for our next match to get on up here, which is going to be Sky Varan, who's the Kai that we saw earlier going up against PKD. Also, yes, I am required by law to not hate Baiken on account that Sigwin's name in Discord is When Is Baiken. So, if I do, my TO is just going to be like, dude, everyone lost all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. We don't have anyone for top 8. And I'm going to be like, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, see, there we go. Sig is a Amelia hater. So we just have this mutual hatred for each other.
No, yeah. I mean, it's Guilty Gear, right? If you don't hate someone in Guilty Gear, like, get some passion in your body for once.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, if you're playing Guilty Gear and you're not complaining about every single matchup, are you really playing Guilty Gear?
True, facts. Even matchups, your character like defiantly wins. You have to just be like, ugh, you can just do stuff and I can't. Like,
Speaking of maybe even matchups, so we do have Kyle into Anji here.
wow. All right,
have
brother.
the
Round
same
start. You
idea.
2S and then I'll 2S. Yeah, that works.
You can see, now, I will say one of the, oh wow, grappler Kyle coming in, and I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting another one there.
Another one? Dude, under the Sacred Briars, he does run up throw 100% of the time. But, okay, yeah, the Abare coming out from PKD. Gonna be able to swap. Oh, no!
This is gonna be such a big punish for PK.
Bro, how do you like your poutine up here in Toronto with that Canadian burst? A ton of that. No way! Bro, Sky, you are a gamer.
Oh man, and that's the Kai special right there. That's what you love to see.
Oh, dude, the fast RC wasn't enough to kill. Dude, that was such a scramble.
And you can see, yeah, definitely. Oh man, both of them are. Oh, we're grappling. We're throwing downward. Oh.
We do a little bit of guard. Like, both these characters that, they're throw enjoyers. It comes up, like, in their general game
for
plan.
sure.
And able to RC here, they're not going to be able to get under or anything, so we're just traveling all the way over to the other corner. What's the defensive play from Sky? Wait a minute. No! The sun never too far away. Dagger catches.
Nice. And yeah, both these characters. Oh!
Ow.
Damn.
God damn. My man got hit.
Yeah, sorry. I don't even have words.
Well, now this is just getting awkward.
What I was trying to say is that both these characters I feel very good at moving you to the corner and then putting you in some pretty uncomfortable situations in the corner.
Oh, big Co. This should be a big bombo. Is this going to be a wall stick? Oh my
God!
PKD! There was someone in chat who said, Anji bros, send them your energy. Stop sending them your energy. They're getting too strong. Please cease the energy sending.
Yeah, and that was a board certified bombo right there.
It's like it should like cut to the commentator cam. We're all holding like little 10s.
Yeah, honestly. It's like there's like one person who got gate kept out of Celestial by an Anji holding a 0.
Yeah, right.
That's Soda. Soda's the gatekeeper right there.
So yeah, Soda's like the Anji player in chat, where every time they're just gonna be like, yeah, that was okay. It's like okay. This time the round start was different. Before we saw 2S, then 2S. This time we saw 2S's simultaneously.
Yeah,
which
2S
made it
and
trick.
2S. Anji gonna be putting. Whoa.
Ooh. Over 6P and the 2D gonna catch. Dude, PKD has been knocked this low, Jin, just by getting slugged. Like,
honestly, just so many counter hits coming out, and ooh, very good tech by PKD there.
stand blocking the Fujer arc gonna make it a little bit more plus. Try to do something. I think it was like a reversal spin, but no dice Aruni PKD. Only a little bit of like super goes wide.
That's an unfortunate super, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, when it works, you know, every Anjay player is just like, I'm the best who ever was. So, I mean,
That's right.
I feel like it works. It's the endorphin super.
It's a Twitter super.
You do it, a little...
Yeah, you can see PKD's thrown out a lot of Ko's here. I think that definitely getting accustomed to Sky taking a more of an air approach and is able to kind of snuff that out, but you can see very quickly Sky is able to switch to these Stun Dippers.
Oh, Barra 2P again. Dude, like, hitting 2P as Anji is such a good idea. It hits from so far, it's so quick. It really is such a good decision from him. He actually jumped too high to punish that run-up throw, but now gets this side swap. This should be some damage. No, a little bit of drop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Now, of course, you know, you never intended. Oh, no!
Bro. There's been a car crash between these two players in the left corner.
You know, no, I was just thinking there, you never want to intentionally drop a combo, but I don't dislike that, honestly. I think that breaking the wall is Kai, or breaking the wall against Kai puts you back in a neutral situation, but you definitely want to kind of have him in the corner as long as you can.
Yeah, no, I think ultimately that worked out, right? Like, there's always an art to that. I think if you're going to drop the combo, though, you always have to, like, commit and lead to a safe jump or something, but gets blapped there by the delay, but didn't do Ride the Lightning or anything, so the Fruit Arc didn't kill. Yeah, that was not going to be a fun neutral to play, even if you survived that one.
And, you know, the floor is buttered up. Kai's able to slide all the way in, take out Anji's ankles.
Yeah,
take
it
it around.
Floor's buttered up. Please don't put butter on your floor. I think that's bad for, like, wood.
Yeah, that is how you attract Illyrian kings to where you are.
True. Do they, what are, like, bowling? This random question that you just made me think of. Are bowling alleys, like, greased up, or is it just, like, a special wood?
You know, as someone who has stepped over the line and ate shit for it, they are indeed greased up.
Bro, let me tell you, that shit's greased up. Sorry. Anyway, PKD gonna take a huge bite off that. Starting exchange gonna be able to block this burst. Are you dead?
And that?
No! That should have been a super! Jin! Jin, they're not super and you break the wall, Jin!
Who needs a super when you have you know, grab? Who needs a super?
Who needs it? 2S round start. Sky Varan, I gotta say, they've kind of solved it. But that 6B gonna get spun there.
Nice bird there, able to catch on the throwback.
Flashing with the butterfly. Bro, we are zoning. But now, dude, these vapor thrusts from Sky, I don't think a single one of them hasn't hit, right?
Yeah, and that's... Ooh,
yes!
there,
Yes! That's what I'm talking about, baby! Sky now has initiative. Good tech on the throw. Ko gonna bring him back down to the ground, though.
Oh, no, you cursed it, man.
That's not what I'm talking about, baby! YRC gonna take the turn back. Toes exposed. One hit can solve this. Wait a minute! Wait! What?
Wait!
What happened?
So if I'm getting that correctly, Kai's stun edge got countered, which guard crushed Kyle? I could be wrong, but I didn't know that's how that interacted, and we're gonna get a huge bombo here.
We're in double Luigi off a scramble, which I feel like it'd be so hard to recover from. Stand block, but no punish. No, Vapor Throw's gonna get eaten up by the butterfly. PKD is running away with this Jin.
Oh my goodness, and...
Okay.
Hi, good. Nice, good little PRC with the stun edge. Oh, this is gonna be... We're coming down to one more interaction, man. Oh, no!
No pick up, no pick up. No, the tap does connect, not enough, but then the 2P after is gonna close it out. After that absolute scramble of a match, PKD is gonna run away with it over Sky Varan. Holy smokes, dude.
Yeah, that just turned into a brawl at the end. You know, I think that they were at least kind of calm and composed early on, but oh my lord, by the end, they're just throwing out all the punches, and Anji is able to come out victorious.
Able to come out victorious. Good GG's there. Sky Varan is going to drop down to loser side. I would not be surprised if we saw Sky Varan claw their way up to the loser side of the top 8 bracket. They are definitely a gamer and a half. I do have to ask, Jin, important topic of conversation. How quickly did you eat shit when you try to step over the line at a bowling alley?
All right. So, no, I was able to at least, you know, toss the ball down the alley, but took one step too many, and... how it works is, you know, your foot goes right down onto that grease surface and it just slips, dude. It literally is like stepping in. It's like a cartoon. It's seriously like a cartoon when they step on a banana peel.
Damn, just obliterated. Wow, that's so funny. That's the high-low mix of the bowling alley. You know, and it occurred to me, you're wearing bowling shoes, so I mean, yeah, you're just you don't have a choice. You are you can't wear like your like Timbs with the grip, like you're wearing you're wearing slippity sloppity shoes. But speaking of slippity sloppity, Nafo and BT are coming on up here. I do believe. I could be wrong. I think BT is the Axel player, but no, they're the Eno player. I think. I'm making a bet. I'm locked in, Jin. $50.
Ooh, this is a bit of a lore matchup. You know, I recently watched the Guilty Gear story, so of course, anytime I can mention lore, I have to mention lore.
Yes, BT is the Eno. Yes, this is a lore matchup. They are brother and sister. You love to see it. Zyle, thank you so much for the big 2 months.
Wait, they're brother and sister?
Yeah, the lore gets too weird if you read too into it. Don't worry about it.
I thought they were. I don't know, how vulgar to be, but I thought they were, having tea together.
Axel went to get milk and then got stuck in a time vortex for 50 years. This is the lore.
The usual stuff.
The usual stuff. Okay, so the Renson is established. So yeah, so on top of this being a lore matchup, this is kind of a doofy matchup, I think, and especially in 2022, where both these characters, I think, are generally placed kind of low whenever people are talking about power levels in this game nowadays. But like specifically for both of them, I feel like it's a very silly matchup. Right now, right, Nafo doesn't get to have fun. Nafo is currently having 0 fun. But when they're at mid-screen, dude, and they're just 5p in BT every time they blink, they're having a great time, and BT is having 0 fun. Like,
and that's what I was just thinking that, if Nafo is able to keep BT at range, it's definitely not fun. Ino doesn't have any ridiculously fast approach options, and things like stroke gets snuffed out, and trading RCs there.
Yeah. Oh my God! Actual punish with the 2K, and the command grab is gonna work. I was gonna say that's like the one thing you had to really worry about there is BT. Nafo able to clutch it out.
Yeah, Axel does have buttons to snuff the air approach. Does have buttons that'll beat stroke. And that was a good jump, and is able to get 5p by BT.
Wow, I can't believe that 5p actually, like, he did a 5p, BT was too high up. And then by the time the second 5p came out, BT was at the floor and underneath the next 5p. And now stuck in the corner, this throw should be an OTG. Blah. Coolest OTG in the game. Like, easy IMO.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Actually, just both hands overhead with the guitar.
Yeah, and see, these moves right here, just... I will say BT's doing a really good job of getting in.
Oh, caught by the snail.
Of course, I gotta curse it. That's just what it is to be a commentator. And
wait, bro, the combo off the air hit into the Axel bomber, that was tight. Was that on purpose?
I don't know, but it was pretty sick. I was really hoping with that PRC you're gonna see a couple more Axel bombos in there, but.
Well, the old Axel Bombo is going to be able to get the HCL into this extension. Next hit can easily kill. I think that was safe. I think it was safe. It was safe. It was That's a punish! A gentle one, and he spent 50 meter for no reason. No!
Yeah, I mean, that was a good punish, but unfortunately, I don't know if they were quite prepared for that. And there we go, 2K2D taking the round.
Classic 2K2D from the good old Axel. Axel had, like, the original DLC 2K.
Now I have to ask: Is Sickle Storm like a true? Is it a true reversal?
Oh, it is. The thing that's messed up about it that always catches people off guard, and if you don't know this is your time to know and fix this for yourself. Is that it's a reversal, and it's not punishable if you block the second hit. So you have to block and then jump in at Axel in between the hits in order to punish him for it, which is what you saw BT do with that. Try to do like dive RC as a punish, which was smart. But so many people just block both hits and then try to hit a button and get counter hit by Axel, and it's like, well.
I think it's very similar to Ino's actually, as a matter of fact, right? She has the ground hit, and then you can interrupt her when she goes in the air.
The difference is that if you block the ground hit, you just hold charge dust if you want to explode her. Like, Axel's, I think, is a bit more nuanced, where you have to, like, jump and do weirdo stuff. But regardless, already both these players slugging each other at the start of this round. So much violence on display already. That was a mistake from BT. I don't know what it was, but it was. But wait, no RC or anything to finish up. Wait a minute.
Ooh, did they...
Blocked, but then try to get saucy with it, but if you block it in the air, it messes with it and it gets all funky, and usually you can't punish him. It's a mess.
Axel doing a good job of getting a little better at, stopping BT's approach. Able to... Oh, that was a really good jump.
No, the HCL goes wide. They were able to block in time. Now they're in, though. What are they going to try to do? You have to expect a sickle. You got to expect it.
Oh my God.
Don't do it! I can't believe they backdashed.
That was some good defense by Nafo there. Especially, after an RC, you really never know what's coming, but well played by them. But, just gonna take it slow.
Why did that miss? I guess it only hits the floor?
What?
I'm scared. I don't know what happened.
I would feel robbed if I was BT, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd feel a little robbed. I'd be like, hello, officer, My button didn't work, and he'd be like, I'm sorry, we'll talk the next game.
Deshka's vision. He forgot his glasses this morning.
Sorry, you have to understand. He couldn't see the top row at the eye doctors today. It's a problem. 2H gonna connect. Okay, wait, hold on. Is getting these wrong away from BT with the offensive burst. The 2K avoided the attack for Nafo.
Oh
What?
my!
You messed up a super. You messed up a super. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes and said you did a wake up 6H. I want to see receipts. That is what you meant to do.
Yeah, that was, I don't know if that caught BT by surprise or what, but that, I don't think that is the wake-up play for Axel, but you know what? It worked, and that's what matters.
It worked, and now even if Nafo inputted it as a mistake, they're like, damn, I'm good.
Exactly, and listen, that's what matters, is getting those little bits of hype. And you know, I will say, I think this is our first wall break this entire set.
I think it might be, which is the good trigger discipline from BT. They're trying not to break the wall unless they kind of have to because they don't want to have to go back to neutral against Nafo, but they're able to land the big stroke into the JH. BT is going to be able to tie this up against Nafo, who, I could be wrong, I believe this is their first stream appearance, whereas BT has been done entering these. So Nafo, a little bit of the dark horse right now, trying to knock out a Beginner Cup classic player.
And honestly, that's exciting seeing, and you know, I imagine it's really cool when you're setting these up, just seeing all these, you know, new names entering and whatnot, people coming from, you know, learning about the community, coming into and throwing their names into the tournaments. I imagine that's really cool.
It is indeed really cool. So, oh, Nafo played Bridget and got top 8 a couple cups ago. Okay, sick. Thanks, Tillian. I appreciate that. Now they're going for the other Brit in the cast with the mid-screen buttons. Makes sense.
Seems like they're definitely a big fan of those and able to keep the distance from the Eno.
Oh!
HCL is a really weird button. I'm gonna throw it out there.
What's a weird button?
I feel like HCL is kind of strange.
It's a weird
Seems
move.
like
It's especially weird because it's still called horizontal chemical love and there's no vertical chemical love. So now it's just like, it's just this cool, really long name for no reason.
Yeah, I've never looked at Eno's move list. Is it actually called horizontal chemical love in the move list?
It is HCL from the old games. I don't know if they just changed it to be chemical love in this game. I actually don't know. I feel like I asked this on stream a while ago and I totally forgot the answer. So if you know in the chat, let me know. If you know the secret gamer facts.
That's part of being a streamer, is, you know, and getting the command grab on the, you know, and I do think that Nafo's doing a pretty good job of really trying to mix up what all they're doing, you know.
It's just chemical love in this game. Dude, I'm sick of fighting games being casualized. This is the worst.
Yeah, honestly, I do think that this needs to be more like Exard, where we just get massive, huge... Oh my god, speaking of huge, Axel Bomber coming out and putting Eno down so low.
Yeah, that really, really hurt. RC on the other side, dude. I don't know if BT had full control over that vehicle. They're like, what am I doing here?
And this is going to be really scary for BT, but in a good position, but all it takes is one little mistake and you're going to get punished so hard for this. Axel does reverse and...
Wait a minute, BT? Wait, what? Wait, Craig, please! BT, what are you doing?
Why'd you... That's not the slip that you want!
But no! Dude, that was so unfortunate. There was just a series of unfortunate things happening to BT. We are now going into the double Luigi last round between these two. I think we've had a lot of double Luigis tonight.
Oh, for sure. That is just unfortunate.
But oh my god, wow, the 5P. You don't expect Axel to be able to act so quickly out of that, and then you're just like already getting 5P, and you're like, what did I do to deserve this?
That gets me all the time. Oh.
Think that was safe. That was not. Ow.
No, that's going to be so much damage. And yeah, Axel's 5P comes out really fast, and it's just, you know, we'll just die right there. And
overhead? Okay, this YRC could win games. Save lives? No, we have to go back to neutral, Jin. I don't like neutral.
Eno does have burst, so it's going to just be one more hit. BT has to play this so safely.
Oh, the dive connects! RC not able to get the completion! Oh my god! Dude, the immediate burst gonna try to hold us down with the CLs! That may have been one of the most clear-cut fighting game rock, paper, scissors, shoot I've ever seen.
Absolutely. I think Axel was definitely looking for the stroke, getting hit by the fly. Oh, man. That was good. That was fighting games.
That was straight fighting games. That was a great set. Both of you played your hearts out. BT is going to be advancing, which does put them in top 8 at the winner's side. So our winner's side top 8 right now is Kyoshine is going to be fighting PKD 14. So that is going to be Ramlethal and Anji. With Boxo Rocks Eno fighting BT Eno. Boxer Rocks was Eno, right? Am I crazy?
I do believe Box Rocks was playing Eno.
I think they were, right? I think we're going to have an Eno mirror in top 8. Whoa.
How does that work out?
We're
We'll
going to
have to
have
see.
to find out. Before we get into it, Jin, we do have a period of a second here before we get into the top 8 matches. Do you want to step away and take a quick break to look at some sheetrock or something?
Yeah. No, yeah. Let me actually go refill my water. Throat's hurting a tiny bit, so I'm gonna go. Before I go though, I do want to ask in the chat: regular water or sparkling water? What do you think, Bones?
What do I think? I actually prefer regular water. I'm really not like a seltzer dude. Personally.
I get that. I never really got super into seltzer, but it was actually one night I think it was I don't remember what it was, but I was talking to Nubenheimer about it, and he mentioned he had like a soda stream, and I was like, I could do a little impulse buying, so I bought a soda stream, and I've been enjoying seltzer water the past few weeks.
Good for you. Good for you. All right, go get your dang spicy water or whatever the hell you're doing. I'll hold it down, Jin. That's Dude, bro. The Jin has walked away faces always kill me. It's like she's very close to me. It's like, dude, back off. FCC remains. Thank you so much for the big 14 months of Primaruni. I am indeed back. Thank you all so much for watching so far. As soon as Jin gets back, we will be getting into the top 8 part of this bracket. I hope you've been having fun. And I'm sorry that for taking a break from streaming there for a little bit. Just moving was a whole lot. But we are officially moved in. Life is good. I was showing these off earlier, but in case you're curious, I can... You've got Red Line poster. We've got the Kill Bill Volume 2 poster. And we've got the Garfield poster, and we've got the Good and Bad, the Ugly poster. This is the scene setting behind me, but it is almost never on camera because I don't have that level of headroom. Moving didn't suck. It was just a lot. I was just very tired. Yeah. You've not seen any of those movies? Those are all like my favorite movies. Arc of Tourist. Thank you very much for continuing your big gift sub from Doink. Dude, the Frame Lasagna Cat, so the story is that we love that thing, right? Obviously, me and my friend group. Smang got me that for Secret Santa one year. He just gave me a print. And it's specifically the part where the guy goes, access! When he's talking about how children will have access to Garfield comic strips via the internet cyberspace. And it's always just back there, chilling. I need to get a smaller frame for it. The frame is too big. But let's see. Let's look at the bracket, see how it's moving. Cheshire has secured their spot in top 8 loser side already. Ageikan is waiting for their loser side top 8 qualifying match, which is going to be between the winner of them and Omniwombat and Dosbox Falco. Nafo has to fight Stinky Steve for the right of fighting Cheshire in losers top 8 as bottom 8 as well. And then we also have Varan fighting Big in the big losers side. Going to be fighting each other there. All 4 players in winners top 8 have previously made a top 8. That is a good stat, Tillian. Thank you so much. Why do they call of in the hot food when you... Wait, you said that differently. Isn't it why do they call it of in the hot food when you put in the cold food? You put like so many more words in that, and I got confused. I think Jin might be back, but I'm not sure. Yo. What, so wait, is it flavored sparkling water, or are you literally sparkling your water?
Well, sorry, 1 second. So, I don't mean to shill, of course, but I do use Rogue Energy, and I mix it with my water.
Whoa. Whoa, gay little hot dog.
Kind
Hold up, Jin. I'm sorry. I'm sure whatever you're saying is going to be great in 2 seconds. But gay little hot dog, thank you so much for gifting out the big 5 subs. That is so very kind of you. I don't know what a Rogue Energy is, so this is not the shill corner, but what is it?
Oh. Rogue Energy is a energy supplement made for gamers by gamers.
Is it?
Basically, it's just like a little powder. You mix it with your water. It has caffeine to keep you going, keep you energetic.
Dang.
No sugars inside of it. And listen, if you can't have caffeine, if you're struggling with caffeine, they do have a hydration line with no caffeine in it.
For the record, this is not a sponsored thing. I actually just asked Jin. I'm just surprised at how professional of a response that was.
Well, it's because you can use code JinKitsu to get 20% off your order.
All right, Jin, thank you very much for being on the stream. It's been great. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you next time. Been great.
I gotta have a sales pitch. I'm sorry, I have to have a sales pitch.
No, you gotta be ready. Okay, so we are ready for our match sig. If you want to tell the players that we are chilling and big in it. So, but thank you again so much, Galo Hot Dog. Thanks for the big 5 gift subs. Thank you for the dropping off the 5 glizzies. You are now, yes, that you are all now glizzy gladiators. This is who you are. This is everybody who got a gift sub. I think our match is starting, and I think it is going to be our first top 8 match of the night. This should be Kyoshine and PKD. I did not update the thing yet because I was distracted by the sales pitch.
Oh, good man. Already going to be putting Ram into a defense position, getting the burst out early. Ooh.
Ram in the defensive position. I don't know how much, like as a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I don't know how much defense she would have.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say the joke. I can't say the joke. But what's not a joke is PK able to carry Ram all the way to the other side.
I've learned not to press you, Jin, when you're like, I can't say that joke. I'm like, okay, you actually can't. Never mind. But move on. Oh, that's gonna be a block, and the butterfly is gonna get the kill, dude. The Lepidopteran from the top ropes.
Crazy block on the motorboat there. I didn't really expect to see it there, to be honest. I would have thought they would be a little safe with the butterfly, but...
Oh, God, these co's are hitting, dude. Oh, sorry, name's a swap, hold on, I'm fixing it. I'm trying my best, everybody. Please give me a break.
All right, well, while Bones is doing that, we're just going to be seeing some RPS here. Kill doing a pretty decent job, but is going to get counter hit and hitting the low, hitting the 5K, and taking Kyo out. Looking pretty convincing this first round.
Dude, I tried to update the header, and while I did, there was immediately a perfect from PKD. PKD is cooking right now, but Kyo has proven, I think in the past, they can take an early L and then come back. I feel like they're a little bit of a wait and see and learn a little bit and then see what they can do and adapt to. So I would not be surprised if Kyo can suddenly turn on. But maybe PKD is just cooking. Yes, we're still 1st to 2 for the record. The tournament is 1st to 2 until winners, losers, or grand finals.
Nice little pick-up throw there, and Ram going to be taking executive control here.
Ooh, what a
putting
punish.
Anji into the corner. And yeah, this is... I think that you can immediately see Kyo is feeling a little bit better. And whoa!
No punish, though. The Motor Bado going to be able to get away free a little bit. I'm surprised at how aggressive Kyoshine has been Motor Badoing. I feel like they're usually not on that level of it. And oh my God, we've got loops. We got loops for days, Jin.
Yeah, I think that Kyo was looking to get the motorboat in there after the low from Anji, because it does have a few. Can't even finish talking before PK takes the round.
Takes that dang round. PKD is going to get thrown at round start trying to spin on through. So what I was going to say about this matchup before I got distracted by gamer dust was that PKD and Kyoshine, right? When you're playing this matchup, Anji is able to spin mid-screen so often against Ram. I'm surprised that burst worked. I'm actually amazed. That was like...
Oh, yeah.
That was a successful Canadian burst. That burst had a 401k.
Wow. And PK's not here to play.
Dude, I have not been able to finish a thought. Those matches were so fast.
Yeah, and we really can't... it's hard to really get into what's happening, why things are happening, what's going on when PK is just bringing the heat and putting Kyo down into losers.
Yeah, sending immediately Kyoshine into losers. We are going to be flipping over to the other winner's side of the top 8 bracket, which is the as preordained top 8 winners side. Ino Mirror Box O'Rock's going to be going up against BP. Are y'all ready for that? Are y'all stoked? Because that is going to be violence. That is going to be 2 chicks with guitars, top 8 winners side. I don't know what this is going to look like. You asked me, like, I think right before you left, you were like, the hell's an Ino mirror going to be like? But it's just going to be... Ino is really bad, it turns out, at dealing with Ino's mix. She doesn't have too many
that tracks.
options. It's like, get her off herself.
I'm definitely familiar with struggling in the mirror match, and we'll just have to see how it goes.
We will have to see how this goes. Which one of them will be able to get their offense started the most? That's really what it's going to be, I think.
All right, let's see what we're looking at. BT is going to be the purple one, and Box Rocks is going to be blue. Well, I'm pretty sure Box Rocks here going on the offensive pretty early on. Oh, and that's going to be a scary gold burst coming out from BT.
Oh, nice scoop on the stroke with that RC. Hold up. This could be a complete reversal. Boxer Rock's going to get their burst. Blocked. Unfortunate. 2 HCLs to the chest. This should... Yeah, you can see BT trying not to break the wall, but hold up, Jin.
Yeah, and oh man, I think that you're already starting to see like definitely a little bit of character knowledge of that PRC into grabbing out of the stroke.
Woo! Did not combo the JD. I just realized also they picked Midnight Carnival. Whichever one of these Enos did that, I'm a fan. I appreciate it.
Ooh! Stroke straight to the face. Gonna be in the first round over to BT.
Yeah, BT has been kind of big stroking, it feels like, and has been more or less working out. Just double jumping back, trying to avoid the round start RPS. But, you know, if you're trying to avoid it, it just makes it that much worse when it comes to you. BT now stuck in the corner.
Yeah, for sure. And
coast to coast.
BT is able to definitely handle themselves as they are carrying Box Rocks all the way to the other corner. And, oh,
I knew it. I was like, wait, what?
Wait, no! Oh my god, it's a symphony. The two Enos are singing a duet as both of their supers are going to be going out.
Bro, we throwing meter at each other. Stroking under the note, but no completion. Another one? Dude, that got scrambly as hell at the end.
Yeah, and I feel like that's how this matchup is. You know, what is scrambling, what is calculated. It's kind of hard to figure out, I feel.
Yeah, when BT went for that, BT hasn't been doing too many, super wall breaks, and when they had to like double air dash then super, I was like, I don't know if BT is gonna be able to do that, and I think they also knew that, so they like stopped, didn't do it, and then they popped off the wall, and it made it just that much more scrambly. But we are now 1 point up on the side of BT, who will advance to winner's side. This is a qualifier to get banned.
And that's, it's a lot. Oh.
Top 10 anime clash videos.
Got a lot riding on the line. If you're going to be looking to get banned,
Ooh.
Going to be whipping out on the throw, and here we go. BT's going to be starting up their mix here.
Wow. You 6P, I'll 6P right back. It sounds like a great idea. It's like they're inspiring each other. The 5 Ps to get off me? Whoa, dude, they went for a mix in that situation? You're mean.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can definitely... One thing I've noticed is that BT does seem to be feeling pretty good about using their RCs. I think RC usage is definitely a very important skill.
Wait, what?
This is a wacky mirror, dude.
Dude, it's like BT just stretched their arms out and flapped like a bird. They just flew away. It was just like, just flying around. That was ridiculous looking. But BT, despite that, is on match point already. Box is going to have to dig deep if they're going to try to pull this all the way around.
Listen, I'm just going to say, I'm a believer. I'm a big fan of the underdog stories. I really do want to see Boxer Rocks making a good comeback here. But BT is just... It's kind of strange, you never think of Eno as being like a mid-screen character, but all of these notes coming out, all of the HCLs...
Yeah, but you're seeing here the weakness of those notes, right? There's almost never an angle you can push it at to deter the stroke. Going under it, and even though they were slowed down, the JK connected, and just like that, Eno's gonna down the... Look how sad she looks. That makes me sad. I don't like that. BT is gonna take it, running away from it. I went to the wrong scene. This is the correct one. Sorry, yes, for not just looking at M. Bison GIFs all day, as much as I would like to. BT is gonna take it 2-0. BT has already secured themselves a spot in our winners finals. We're gonna flip over to the loser side. Ageikan, the homie, has dipped out. Thank you so much for entering, Ageikan. Despite you saying that you're tired, I gotta say you were cooking. So I believe our losers side top 8 is going to be Cheshire going up against Nafo, and then it's going to be Dosbox Falco going up against Sky Varan.
Definitely lots of good matches, I think, coming up. Yeah, I think I would have loved to see the HC, but if you're tired, you gotta That's the most important thing. I think a lot of people, they'll play fighting games. They'll get a little tired, get a little tilted, and they'll just keep playing and just full send in it and stuff like that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the sending that BT popping off that they are banned. We're not going to celebrate just yet, BT. We got to get to the part where we can, do the whole song and dance. You've still got more fighting to do, so we're going to have to see how the rest of our gamers are going to do. We've got Cheshire stepping up to the plate, going up against Nafo, and Cheshire is ropping the Testament. We have not seen too much of tonight, so this will be interesting. This is, I feel, a pretty rare matchup.
How do you feel about watching Testament?
I like Testament. I think Testament's sick. I think Testament's super cool. What's funny is that I think a lot of people like Testament purely on a design standpoint, because I think if Testament was like, a wireframe, like melee fighting polygon team person with this function, I think people would be like, this is the worst character of all time. But Testament looks sick, so it works.
Listen, Testament rocking the gender neutral, and I think that's, I think that makes Testament get a lot of points. I mean, that's...
Oh, the gator! Oh, this is so bad. Axel, Testament also really hurts. So when you're a character like Nafo, or like Axel, not Nafo, when you're a person like Nafo, when you're a character like Axel, like that was going to kill. Like every one of these gator interactions is horrifying.
Oh yeah, like, I think Testament's definitely a character you don't really...
What the fuck?
Whoa, that was a bold burst, and oh my god!
That was a bold gold burst, side 32 word art, but unfortunately did not quite work out. But there's no burst on the table. He's been lightning fast. The DLC 2K is not as good as the vanilla one.
I will say, I think that, something that I've... Oh, wow, Gator going and hitting the stand. Just watching this corner pressure.
Okay, no super. That should have been girls, girls, girls. So Nafo's got a shot at this mid-screen, but these IADs in from Cheshire have been destroying him. Is this going to work properly? No, it's not, but the girls are going to lead to more plus frames.
Yeah, and just... he's going for the...
Over this.
What is that? A 2P, but this Testament is definitely taking a lot of air approaches. And I think that, one thing I've seen a lot of people say about Testament is that they don't really have a ton of sauce. They're not a very saucy kind of character to watch. But I'm going to have to disagree.
You're saying sauce, but they don't have enough. BT in chat is going to need a tall glass of gamer water over Testament right now. So I don't know. Maybe they've got too much sauce. Can somebody put an IV drip in BT before they pass out before Winners Finals? That would be appreciated. Oh, the cross under 2K. When people say that, Jin, I don't really buy it. We just saw a teleport from full screen into a low. That's sauce. That's the definition. That's marinara.
That's marinara. It's quite serviceable.
Oh my god, yeah. I think Testament's 2D is just a little bit slower than Axel's 2D. I don't have the frame data in front of me, but I've always seen Testament lose that interaction if the 2Ks clash.
Yeah, I know that Testament definitely... jumping right into the command grab, and this is going to be so much damage. Isn't able to convert that? Get an Axel bomber, and...
Unfortunate. That little bit of a drop from Nafo. I'm sorry, I accidentally gave Nafo a point. It is point Cheshire right now. 1-0 on Cheshire side.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy to see Cheshire. Normally when you see Testament, it is zoning, it is keeping your opponent away. But against the Axel matchup, they're playing so aggressively. They're just jumping in and going for all these IAD hits.
Cheshire has a very simple neutral game plan, I feel like. It's either shoot fireball or air dash in. And either press a button in the air, or when you land hit 2D, Gator is going to take a bite out of this Axel. Oh my god, the damage. And they're trying desperately just not to get hit by anything because the chip is such a concern right now.
Yeah, and this is very scary situation. That was such a big Gator.
Such a big Gator, dude. It's like, that straight up deletes like 50% of Axel on the spot. And just like that, Cheshire is going to advance on over Nafo. Nafo, thank you very much for playing. You're going to be going out in 7th place, which is definitely nothing to scoff at, Jin. Wouldn't you say?
Listen, when there's 64 people in a tournament and you get number 7, that's good. That's some good cooking. That is some real good cooking.
That's some good cooking. You made marinara this week, but maybe next week we'll come in with a little bit of the vodka. We'll upgrade slightly. But
get a little bechamel in there, you're gonna be,
little bechamel. It's like the most Italian thing that when I was growing up, my family would always call you know, the salted meat known as prosciutto, I've only ever heard as prosciutto, and that's just like the very Italian shorthand way of saying it. So I never knew they were the same thing until I was like way older, and then I was like, oh, that's prosciutto, and everyone was like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, just
I actually just recently learned that capicola and gabagool are, you know, interchangeable in certain parts of the U.S.
really.
Yeah. I was talking to my friend who they live in Brooklyn. You know, they're Italian, and I was talking about, like, you know, throw a little gabagool on there, throw a little capicola. They're like, bro, that's the same thing. And I'm like, huh? Ain't no way, dude. It's crazy.
Like how you said, they're in Brooklyn, which is like one of the most like not one demographic place, and you're like, also they're Italian, and it's like, okay, now the picture is painted.
I don't know,
that's
dude.
so
You know
funny.
I say, you know how New York is. I don't know how New York is, but
I worked in New York for forever. It's there was actually an amazing there's a place in New York called Italy, which is like, it's this big, almost just like Italian food mall where they just got like a ton of places in it that do different stuff. So you have like one place that makes focaccia bread, and like one place that just makes like cheese, and it's really sick because you can just walk around and eat a ton of Italian food and die, which is basically my goal. So next up here, we're gonna be having Sky Varan, the Kai player, going up against Dosbox Falco, which is a good name, and I'm wondering what the origin of Dosbox Falco is. Like,
Dosbox Falco.
are they a melee player who also just loves DOS games? I don't know.
Could be. Well, we're gonna be seeing if they're loving the chip. And God, just so early on, putting all the pressure on, going for the bonsai, but gonna get punished for it.
Oh my god, immediate command grab pressure. So Sky Varan here kind of getting run over. Am I crazy? Sky Varan also fought a chip super earlier in the bracket, right? That was the one match we saw them in?
I think so. I know we've had a lot of banger games tonight, but I do remember there's a chip earlier. I do remember Sky was there earlier, and I gotta say, I'm feeling for Sky right now. A chip that plays like this is terrifying.
Yeah, no, they are. Dosbox Falco is currently holding 6. You know, even without short hop double lasers to hold it down, they're showing they've got the approach. The 2D completely smoking. That looked like Sky Varan also hit 2D.
And, oh man.
Oh, the quick convert. Dude, that's the Marvello special. That's the Marvello special.
That's what I say, dude. Every time I see that, I think of Marvello just able to. Oh my god, getting the command grab. DOS isn't letting Sky breathe.
Bro, DOS is a gamer. That was some of the most aggressive, oppressive, simple chip game plan I've ever seen. DOS is really holding it down right now. Sky not able to get even a single thing starting. Now I want to check who the hell knocked DOS into losers.
Yeah, honestly, that's scary, dude. But yeah, like, and that, you know, that's one of the most frustrating things about Chip is, you know, the rounds just go by so fast. There's so much happening all at once.
Yeah, absolutely.
And-
This just in, Jin, we have from our stats corner that BT was the one who put Dosbox into losers. You know, another player with kind of the non-stop offense. So the question is, can Sky Varan adapt? They're going to land this Stun Dipper, and I mean, Chip gets bleated by Kyle.
Oh my god, and yeah, just look at all of that damage.
The tap does? Are you dead? No. He's living.
That's not dead, but...
No, dude, that Sakugan went the wrong way.
Unfortunate, but yeah, that just shows how volatile this matchup is. Ooh, chicken not connecting. But
That was
Doss is-
so funny. But able to... Oh my god, the really late hit to the far slash connected there, but that scramble did not work out really for Sky. Dosbox now has forced the side switch.
Good blocking right here. And I think that, you know, we saw earlier. Oh, and there's the Marvella conversion right there. Able to get the hard knockdown with the positive bonus.
Yeah, the Marvello special command grab. Are you dead? Oh my goodness gracious.
Good lord. This is horrifying.
Horrifying. Let's see. Can Sky keep it together? It's potentially the last round here. They might get knocked out right at the beginning of top 8. The wake up 2H totally meant to do it. You love to see it.
Yeah, and listen, if it works, it works. Looks like Doss is not opting for the side switch here.
The stagger on the Rekka catches.
Yeah, and you know, I think we've seen a lot of it. Doss has been really using that Rekka super well this entire. Oh no, and that's.
Ow! Wow! That did just a little bit more damage than I was expecting.
God. Both of these characters just massive amounts of damage. And
Jeez. Unfortunately for Sky, they are going to be getting knocked out here at 7th place again, which is nothing to be slacking about whatsoever. Dosbox is going to be moving on. Yeah, and Sci-Fi is saying that Dosbox has been grinding in the open bracket tournaments each week also in the Sage M Discord, because you can totally enter both until you get banned from one.
bye.
Getting banned from the other one is harder. I feel like you'd have to tell C-Mal that capybaras are not cute. Then he would probably ban you permanently. But that one, as far as I know, you generally can't really get banned. But Dosbox rapidly improves because we've seen him on stream before, as far as I know. And they're cruising on in to this loser's side semis. We'll have to see what happens. We're getting into the twilight years of this tournament tonight, everybody. I hope you've been having fun watching, and if you've been playing, I hope you've been having fun playing. We're gonna have Kyoshine going up here against Cheshire. This should be good.
Yeah, and just real quick before we get into this, Sky, we spectated a lot of their games, and you have nerves of playing on stream, so I just want to say big shout out. Well played. Very good.
Yeah, no, the nerves of playing on stream are real. I feel like it's also, like, playing on your stream can still be comfy cozy, but playing on just some weirdo stream where you and I are screaming about gamer water or whatever, it can be a lot more intimidating.
And oh my goodness.
Ow.
Good little conversion there. Motorboat sending Testament through the wall, and Kill may have taken some notes out of Dawson's book, because they're just holding 6.
Dude, yeah, 6 is being held, and we're hitting SH until the round is over. Kyoshine. And when we saw Cheshire just before, that was dominance from Cheshire. So to see them put on the back foot here so quickly is pretty alarming.
And I'm just, I do think that it's probably a very big adjustment to be going from playing against an Axel to a Ramathal. But it looks like Cheshire signs of life here.
But yes, also, Crowbears is pointing out something in the chat that has, people have also echoed, which is Testament is generally, I think, considered at this point a pretty damn strong character in a lot of situations, but I still think Testament players hate this matchup. This is like the one that they're just like, ew, gross. However, Testament can still be that explosive character. The girls are going to combo here, not going to quite kill, but this is going to be stay in state.
And we're...
Oh! You didn't know! I was like, no, whatever you do, just don't go in. Because if you gatered, you're plus. If you do anything and you're safe, as soon as you jump, though, you're gonna get Mortivato, dude. No.
From what I understand, if you get a super knockdown, the gator is a true 50-50. It'll and like you said, it's safe. It's
plus
think that,
2 if you have stay in state. So I mean, that should be, I feel like, automatic in most situations.
I do feel like some Testaments expect their opponent to block that and want to go for the jump in, but looks like Kills just wants to get the motorboat out.
I mean, they had $100. That was gonna be a motorboat into PRC, into the BRC, into whatever. Like, that was easy.
And
this is Jin. This is unfortunate.
I see what Cheshire was going for. Oh my god!
Do you see what Kyoshine was going for? Because they're trying to kill.
Certainly was not a full health bar on Cheshire's side, as so much
Help!
I don't know. I could. This is just for Ram, but dude, I could almost smell the owners from here with all this motorboat damage.
Dude, I can't believe it. Oh no, Cheshire getting lit up again. The 2K Tooties are coming out. Okay, wait, back throw incident.
Okay, nice job by Cheshire. I would have probably cried if that hit.
Dude, I gotta say, Kyoshine has been feeling it, and like I respect them for going for it again. Because now it's almost like they don't have to Mortibato ever again. The message has been sent. They can lay up.
Sure.
Wait, pickups? Wow, we got pickups, kid.
Cooking.
Wow.
Wow, what a combo. And yeah, Cheshire not getting flustered, able to get a pretty sick, nasty combo there.
Yeah, after maybe the most flustering first round of all time.
And I have to wonder. Testament is told to have one of the strongest. Oh god, that was a pretty nasty PRC.
Oh god, this isn't gonna kill, but this is guess for tournament for Cheshire right now. Here a little bit. Kyoshine just needs one little opening to make it happen. You're saying Testament has the strongest what?
You know, Testament is vouched to have one of the strongest 6Ps in the entire game. You know, I don't really know how. Oh my god, no! You hate to see it.
You know, I get it, right? It's like Kyoshine instilled the brain rot in Cheshire. They were like, dude, you know what's fun? Do mid-screen reversals with me. Come on, let's do it together, you and I. And it's like they baited them into doing it. So unfortunate to see, but yes, Testament does have one of the best 6Ps for the record. This is true.
Yes. Sadly, I do think Motorboat is, for some reason, just better than Calamity 1.
I think Mortabato, what was funny about Gator is so many people when the game came out were like, Gator, I gotta say, bro, that thing starts up in half a minute, worthless. I'm never gonna see it again. But, like, you see a lot of Gator from good Testaments. Like, it's still a good button. Like, it may be slow, but a close slash is still going to get exploded by it for the most part. There's only a couple things you can really do that are safe to it, like safe jumps. And then you just don't do it in those situations. But GG's indeed. Cheshire is going to be checking out at this point after a very dominant first round losers top 8 against Nafo. So, good stuff to Cheshire, dropping out in the big 5th place. Thank you so much for playing. We are going to be jumping over to the other losers top 8 match of the night, which is going to be Box of Rocks going up against Dosbox Falco.
Very well played out to Cheshire, and we gotta see how this matchup goes. Definitely crazy with the mix. I think that if is able to get Chip into a defensive position, oh wow, good hit against the bonsai.
Wow, immediate mid-screen 6P from Boxer Rocks underneath the edge. Bro, the giraffe 5P? I can't believe that hit from that far away.
And I'm just like I was saying, Box Rocks, when I have to be looking out for the Beta Blade, I think that oh my goodness. Sorry, I can't even finish a thought whenever there's a chip on the screen.
No, you and I keep trying to do this whole, like, quote-unquote analysis thing where I feel like, and we keep getting cut off to just go, like, there's just so much stuff going on. The Rekka delay is going to connect. Dosbox Falco is already 1 round up.
One thing, and yeah, there's the Beta Blade right there. One thing Boxer Rocks is doing quite well is able to snuff out the bonsai with a little bit of a mash.
Ooh, the delay stuff. The clone is going to connect. I feel like Dosbox hasn't been doing too much clone, so injecting that in there. But now Boxer Rocks has the opportunity, right? Dosbox, though, has $50, so this could be a DPRC. Could be a sort of reversal super, but it is going to be a DPRC. And now we're going to go back to the other wall. This should be a Zoop Zoop if they want it to be. No, they're just going to pop the wall easy peasy.
Holding on to burst, definitely a believer that they're going to be surviving that. And it looks like they're going to be able to keep fighting. And this is going to be a scary situation.
Dosbox is gonna burst. Oh my god, and now they're gonna live to regret it. They're going into this last round with no burst. Boxer Rocks still has theirs. They never used it.
Very, very patient by Boxer Rocks to hold on to their burst for that long, and using their other resources such as PRC to make unsafe moves safe.
Well, unfortunately, they've now expended both of their major resources, which is their burst and their health. The Marvello special, I think they're still going to be alive because they're pretty far away from the corner, but they're going to get command grab from downtown. Oh, boy.
God, and that command grab, it comes out, like, not enough that you're always worried about it, that it's always at the forefront of your mind, but just enough that it catches you, and that chip players will use it.
It's also, it can be an exercise in frustration just because you usually have to have a pretty weirdo option to try to punish it. Like, you have to do a very delayed backdash or something like that just because the move has so little recovery that if you just, like, jump away from it, Chip is kind of big chilling. He's just, like, back to standing. He's going to 6P you. But Dosbox Falco is going to be 1 round up. The immediate Beyblade in the burst. Oh, my God.
Another Beyblade.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Falco, get out of here. Fire and Ice Mage, thank you for the big raid. Appreciate it.
Fire and Ice Mage, good to see you.
Good to see
it's just like it's almost as good to see as Boxer Rocks here trying to take back control, and nice Blue RC to grab there.
This is Scoop. The Wake Up Rekka! Dosbox is built different. Who does that?
Oh, wow, going for the 6K there. And, able to catch the command grab there.
Wake up command grab? I don't know how many of these are intentional, how many are what? The super jump up! I think Dosbox Falco is letting Jesus take the wheel, and Jesus is not listening.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's preoccupied right there. Oh, and yeah, I think that we're starting to see that Boxer Ox is a bit more comfortable in this matchup.
Nice, a double HCL. Look at Chip get deleted, Jin.
Less than 10 seconds in it. Oh. Dosbox?
Dosbox?
Kind of vibing for a bit?
A reverse? Perfect. A box of rocks sweep? Going straight back the other way? Currently 1-1.
Yeah.
Wait, did he
we gotta
DC?
get a bit, yeah, I was about to say, you know, Dosbox is kind of just standing there after the wall break. Maybe check, controller check. I don't know.
You had to replay our game 3 times? Oh, unfortunate. Are there disconnect issues happening? Is that why there are so many weird wake-up options? This would explain shit, I gotta say. This would be sensible to me.
That's all right. No rush.
We can try it again. Now, I think here's the ruling by me, Jin. I am judge, jury, and executioner on this here stream. My ruling is that all Milia players are bad. My second ruling is that we'll try it again. If it is a recurring issue, if we get it the second time, we may have to blast some people, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
You think you're funny, huh? You think you got some jokes? You think you got some little funnies up your sleeve, don't you?
I think yes.
Oh yeah, okay. Listen, I'm just gonna say it. Walter, one of the nicest guys.
Oh, Walter is a wonderful human, yeah.
Oh yeah, but Walter's a Milia player, Bones. What do you got to say about that, huh?
We all have our faults. Walter.
Put that disc away, Walter.
Walter. Walter, I'm telling you, it's the worst super in the game.
Oh. BT, you are lucky this is starting because I'm about to argue with you, but only conflict we're focusing on right now is Dosbox versus Boxer Rock says it is 1-1 tied up.
No, going in. Oh my god. Dude, this stuff's just hitting. No super. That was just the 5S. Unfortunate. I think that might have just straight killed Chip.
Honestly, yeah. And, that's what's so scary about this is that Box. Oh my goodness. This is so volatile. It's only 20 seconds in the round. We've seen positive bonus on both sides. Chip's almost dead. It's.
Yeah.
Oh.
That super is automatic, right? That is basically that you shouldn't even have to input it as the character. The game should just do it automatically, because once you have $100 like that, it's realistically what's gonna happen.
Right, and I like to think that Boxer Rocks knows that Dosbox is playing so aggressively, and oh my god,
are you dead?
Dude, wow!
Box of Rocks with the perfect rock in the world of Dosbox Falco cruising in to losers semis. Good stuff to Box of Rocks.
Boxer Rocks was done with the chip. Boxer Rocks said, I don't want to play against this right now, so I'm just going to win.
Dude, good stuff indeed. Dosbox Falco, thank you so much for playing again. You were playing like a person possessed. I was very, very impressed tonight. You were cooking with gas. You're going to be going out in the big 5th place tonight as Kyoshine is waiting in loser semis to fight Box O Rocks. I gotta say, Jin, by the way, sometimes Chad is like, Jin, don't tell that joke that you sometimes say on your stream. And I'm like, what wild wasteland is Jin's stream sometimes? Are y'all just revving your hogs and firing shots in the air? What the hell's going on over there?
Yeah, dude, we're just cranking hogs over there, the usual.
Oh yeah, we crank hogs on stream. It's
just cranking hogs with the boys. That's a JinKitsu viewer experience. No, listen. I just want to say BT is talking about Millie and Zato being the worst couple. I don't know, man. I need a Milia in my life. Having imagine being Zato. The guy doesn't feel emotions unless he's around her. That's kind of cute.
That's kind of cute. Dude,
kind of cute being completely emotionally reliant on someone.
Dude, Snow, you saying hog cranking pog is making me laugh so hard right now. I don't know why. Anyway, this is winners finals tonight, everybody. It is going to be PKD14 going up against BT, and BT is already losing a sizable chunk of their body.
Yeah, and we've been seeing PK just cook PK. There is Parmesan linguine earlier. PK has graduated to I don't know, Wagyu A5 with how much they're cooking.
Yeah, no, they are straight up a sous chef right now. PK's conversions have been unreal. Unfortunately, our beginner cup has become like a grounds for Anji training, and I don't know how to feel about it. But the Anjis come in as babies and they go out looking like Zangief, and it's just like Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my God, are you dead?
My God, what a
Not quite.
That counter hit.
what?
That was a black? I've never seen a black beat combo in that situation. That was so weird. Is that because... Oh, Megalovania! Wait, hold up.
Nice!
BT is not out yet.
That is, and listen.
Ow!
Oh my God!
Oh! Well, happens to all of us.
Yeah, I've been there. And no, that Megalovania was such a bold play. And I don't think that's the first one we've seen tonight. So
It is the first one we've seen tonight, and it's also the first big dude that we've seen tonight. Thank you for the big dude, Supersonic Banana. We're getting into the next one. A lot of noises happened at Jin just now. I don't know if she's properly was prepared for it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just get into those positions where... Oh, very nice read there by BT. Able to catch the needle and get out of there. Actually, the Ageikan. We haven't really seen a lot of the characters such as, like, we saw, I think, one Nagori Yuki. We saw, no Gold Lewis's tonight. So
No Gold
many
Lewis's?
Anjis. Anji and Ino has been very popular tonight.
Then the Anji, the Ino, we've had pretty good character diversity tonight. We've also had pretty good characters getting deleted. That Fujin counter hit is gonna leave BT bleeding.
God!
Oh, going for the parry there, but he's gonna be caught out by BT.
Ooh. Oh yeah, a little bit of a hesitation there. I don't know if they knew what to do immediately. Did not charge the 5D. Oh, they're spinning, dude. They're spinning. You can dance if you want to. You can do it all the time.
And that right there, that's just a hard situation to be in. I think that Anji's either going for the overhead or the low, and you just have to guess.
Wow, I cannot believe that counter hit happened from full screen. Dive bomb. Okay, this is BT is now the cook. They are now in the second Megalovania of the night. You might be Japanese, but I've got good news. Undertale is just as popular over there. Wow.
And that much damage on Anji is absolutely insane. And only have to spend $50 on that. But,
the whiff on it, overcommitted. BT is trying to claw back from the death of defeat, Jen.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. I think that both of them are definitely just absolutely throwing out the punches, putting their heart into this. Spin's coming out. Nice defense there by BT, getting the burst out of the Anji.
Yeah, PKD is starting to spin so much. I'm not sure what they're specifically looking for from BT, because BT's neutral. They've been pretty content at just jumping around. It's like not really committing to too many grounded options. And it gets the throw here. You're one throw away from dead if you're PKD.
Yeah, and now we're starting to kind of get into a deeper layer here. At what point is PK going to be looking for that Megalovania?
Wonderful.
Seems like they were looking for it there because they're getting hit by the stroke.
Yeah, getting hit by the big 6P in that situation. Got to tie it up 1-1. Also, for the record, no, it's not a homemade Vuvuzela. It's just a tube I got a poster in once. It's a fan gamer tube.
Everyone's calling it Megalovania. What is the actual name of it? I mean, it's Megalovania, but what's like the official name?
Of what?
Megalovania.
The super?
Yeah.
It's Megalomania.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I just call it Megalovania.
I mean, no, I think Megalovania is correct. It's like how Motorboat is Motorboat, not what is it, Mortabato? No.
Motorboat I have to be careful with that you don't scar me, Jin, because if I go on like a professional commentary thing and I'm going like, dude, she motorboating, I'm gonna get like kicked in the grill. Like, I can't do that. Canadian burst going up. Oh, the double J. Dude, the triple JS. Hold the hell up, Jin. This
Ooh,
BT is popping
like
off.
to see. BT definitely changing their mix here. And was able to get the wall break on Anji, getting the positive bonus. Love to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Butterfly is kind of going to lose to Note every day of the week, bro. Ooh. That was some anime stuff. The hell happened?
Nice usage of the RC there. And ooh, BT's going to be putting into a pretty scary situation here.
The Ko going up. This should be enough. No, the Fujin's going to whiff. Wait, hold on. This YRC could be everything. It's not everything.
Oh.
Boy, oh boy.
Round 2. And, you know, after that, I think BT is going to be looking for blood. I'm, you know, getting robbed by the Anji in the corner there, and they're not happy. You can look at this and you can tell they are not happy.
Yeah, and I like BT just backing off there and chemical loving because PKD has been in love with the Abare 2P, as they should be. So being able to just HCL it to snipe it there, and they're pushing him into the corner. Again, you're seeing the Abare 2P shutting down a little bit of that fake offense for BT. Dude, he's spinning!
Oh! Ko is going to be whipping there, and you're going to have to be...
Oh. Was that... Did they try to air throw, but instead just did neutral jump JD? I'm scared and confused.
I don't know. By the end there, I think we're starting to get into throwing out haymaker territory. And low profiling under the butterfly.
Oh, getting on in there. PK gonna do a little bit of an early burst in this round. They're both clawing for trying to get into that big, cozy grand final spot, because that's where we all want to be, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I mean, no matter who wins this, but whoever does not win this, whoever loses, is gonna be banned.
They're still banned. So they've only got one shot at that big, glorious first place.
And yeah, oh man, BT wants it. Still just going in, you know, deciding that defense, not for me. I just want to mix. But God, it's going to come down to one more time.
No, dude.
Snipe.
The full screen CL is going to put PT up 2-1 right now. I think if that Fujin, there's a way that could have avoided, but unfortunately it was like a little bit of delay on it when the chemical love came out is exactly what they needed. I think this could be a wrong read, but I feel like once Anji is actually full screen like that, that's rough. Like Ino has a lot of tools to just poke him from that range that he can't really easily react to.
And I think we kind of side with you know, PKD just spamming the spin. Oh my goodness, going for the grab, but it's going to get counter hit. Yeah, you can. I think that the spin is definitely coming out to try and contest the CLs and try to contest the notes, but you know, you don't really get too much out of that whenever you aren't able to catch the HCL.
Yeah, you don't really get too much out of it, even if you do spin. And spin in the 5S. That was not a punish, but BT maybe thought they were like a little less minus than they actually were. This gets hit by the close S. Oh no, I have to wonder if BT meant to do something. Gets the YRC though. This should be able to get something started. No, it didn't at all.
And this is oh no, PKD. You know they won that round, but I think a couple of their conversions are. I think that the nerves are definitely starting, getting this high up. But sorry, I think that's
one of those weirdo situations, right, where you would think like, oh, I spun a thing. Am I plus enough to get my 0 frame throw? But BT was still able to hop away.
And you know we've seen that a couple times now. That.
Not the triple, dude! Gonna go straight through this wall, doing so much damage, still barely alive.
Oh my God! And this is such a scary situation for Anjima with the Abare, and that's something we've seen really good with PKD is the Abare.
Yeah,
you
hold up.
Still have burst, so I don't. You know, positive bonus. How scary is this? You know,
This is so scary. Both of them have bursts. Question to you: why PRC that? Go que? Doesn't matter. Cleaned it up.
You know PRC there. I don't know if that was a panic or what, but it worked out, and we are coming down to. I believe if BT wins this, that is going to be grand finals for them. Unless I have his horse mixed up.
No, it should be. It's 2-1 right now. If BT wins this, they're going to be cruising on into the big fancy grand finals. PKD is fighting for their dear life. They are clawing at the walls like a feral cat.
And there's a very nice little fusion cancel, and this is going to be a huge bombo doing massive damage.
Yeah, Parmesan on in, but Ino can make comebacks. It can happen.
I've seen it. Ino's very good at flushing players. Nice back throw there, and I do think that Ino has to be a little yep, careful of the Kacha Fugetsu that's coming out. Hasn't been shown yet by PKD, but able to tie it up 2-2.
Tie it up 2-2. Are we debating over how you pronounce the name of the game? Live. Hold on. Wait, someone posted the official kanji or the katakana. I can read here for everybody. Yes, the kana say live. That is how you say the name of the game.
Well, this is going to be live or die between these two as we head into the 5th game.
That's not correct, Bones. Welcome to... Should I make one of the tags on my stream? Should I make one of the tags on my stream gaslighting? Like, should that just be... That's like a genre for what I do to people? Just kidding. Anyway, getting on in here. And, yes, like you said earlier, Jin, it is 2-2. So one of these people will be moving on to Grand Finals as will decide. I feel like so many matches tonight have gone the distance.
Yeah, we've had some long matches tonight. This has been a very, very fun tournament, honestly, to watch, I think that, you think that, you hear beginner tournament, you think that,
oh, it's going to be mostly Potemkin's just command grabbing, it's going to be people who don't know how to do conversions.
But no, these are still some very good games.
Yeah.
Definitely some good Guilty Gear being played.
Ooh! That was a nasty conversion. PKD definitely still showing they've got the sauce in this Grand Finals. Can BT turn this all around? Gonna spin through. One of the first strokes I feel like that BT has really done like at Round Star like that.
And I think that BT was definitely going to try and catch them off guard, think that they're going to be doing something else to adjust, but...
Wow, good cancel on the first hit of the 6H there. PKD's got $50. You have to be worried about the counter super, just jumping back, using the threat of it to their advantage. Are you going to burst? No, they're not. Double Luigi, Jin.
Oh, man, this is the final round. This is crazy. Anji's going to be having burst, but it's going to only take a few hits for BT to get theirs back. And I will say BT's doing I won't lie, BT's doing a very good job of playing around the Anji.
Bro, they are straight.
What's happening right now.
They are straight Gruntilda flying around, just like they're just zooming. This time, PKD taking to the skies. Recognize that after that JS gets spun, they're not in a position to throw. Gonna do an early burst. BT still got a lot of life to live, though. Oh my God.
And is this gonna kill with the? Oh, there's gonna be no super from the a bit low on tension, but. This is a horrifying position to be in. Full screen against the Ino.
And there we see it again. The spin gonna get beat by the delayed chemical love. And BT is gonna move on over. PKD chilling in the Grand Finals for the night, everybody.
PKD, great run tonight. Absolutely banger Anji gameplay. I think Bones has an announcement for you.
Wait, do I have an announcement? No, they're not out yet.
What?
No, they're not out yet. They're dropping down on loser side.
What? They're still loser side?
Bro.
Oh, that was winner's finals. Sorry, man. I'm a bit of a goofball.
Jin, you're so silly.
Yeah, you silly goose.
I do have, however, I have good lore from Dosbox Falco, who says that their name's lore, which is this is kind of what I thought it was, is that they were really into Doom at the time that they made a Reddit account and they needed a new tag and they were a Melee Falco player. That's what I figured, because the only reason people fire up Dosbox in 2022 is Doom, basically. Wait, and hold on, Jin, I gotta make more noise into the microphone. We have a fan mail submitted in that I'll read as this next match is getting started between Kyoshine and the other Ram. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'll read your fan mail in a sec. Hold up. We got to talk about video games first. This is going to be first to two for the record. This is going to be losers, semis.
See it in Kyoshine versus Boxer Rock's been seeing some good play from both of them. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I'd be kind of scared of this if I were Ino. Ram has a very strong 6P, and, being able to shut down that air approach from Ino is pretty critical in playing against her.
Wow, what a pickup with that little stanky JD reaching to the heavens. I'm a fan of it. So yes, this theoretically is very scary, right? But on the other hand, Ino gets on top of Ram outside of Mortabado. Like, what is it Ram can reasonably do to stop the press? Like, she kind of has to hold it. And there, you saw Boxer Rocks really run away with it.
Yeah, I don't think many people really have the ability to handle Ino being on top of them. But very good jump. But it is going to get counter hit there. And No, we're seeing some pretty good defense by Kyoshine. I cursed it.
And you cursed it. Yeah, no, but there was a gentle hit, right? Kind of got hit by the quick overhead in the JD. Not much else behind it. It's fine. But now getting zoned by these notes and the dive in. But hold on, this back throw could be disastrous.
Oh, yeah, this is such a scary position to be in. Not going to be any hard knockdowns, but...
Bro, that was a Street Fighter punish to stroke. They just jumped in.
Yeah. Kyo's definitely going blinky mode on a lot of these, going for those TDs, but just out of range. And oh, nice. Getting the burst out of the Eno and...
Yeah. Close. The far slash there, gonna hold it down. The sword pressure. Jin, you must have said something on commentary that I totally missed because everyone's freaking out. So I don't know what you did, but you got away with it.
I don't know what I did either, man. I'm out here. I'm just commentating.
Dude, I'm just out here doing sick motorboat. I'm a fan. Ooh, fire slashes. Okay. Oh, weird trade. This is 1-1 right now, but YRC. Okay, so this is a chance, right? You got the YRC. YRC for Eno is so potent because after that, you can either go low or high as Eno, and it's so difficult to defend against it. It lets her get offense going in a way that a lot of other characters I don't think can get it going as easily. And Kyoshine has nothing left in the tank anymore. They've got a Morta. That was a Mortabato every day of the week. Look at me in the eyes, Jin. I'm looking at your model. Look at me in the eyes and tell me this.
I can't. Oh no!
No, there's the Mortabato. It came out later. They meant to do it there, but the HCL gonna snipe.
I will say, Box of Rocks is played in a very, very interesting way to play Eno. We've been talking a lot about Eno tonight. Ram is such a scary character to approach. Between her far slash, her 5H, her 6P, and it does seem like Box of Rocks is playing Eno as a zoner.
Yeah, no, they are totally comfortable grinding and zoning from that full screen, just not really overly concerned about getting in right now until they get that random opportunity where they either land a 6P or a chemical love or something, and then they take it, right? They're very comfortable playing it slow. Gets an actual nice 2K punish on Ramrekka. I feel like it's so rare you actually see Ramrekka get punished.
Oh yeah, you never know when it's going to stop, and just right there, first hit Rekka into the 5H is going to get a counter hit and get the burst out of Box of Rocks.
Look, Cheshire, if you're looking for innuendo and everything that we're saying, this is a you problem, not an us problem. We're perfect little angels on commentary, I'll have you know.
Absolutely. I would like to think that I am an angel.
Personally, I would like to think that I'm an angel. I got a wings, little hater feller.
I will not be told anything else.
How dare you think that we're making sexual jokes when there's a character who takes her shirt off when she wins? How dare you?
Anyway.
I did think.
Oh no!
Nice
Wait.
catch.
This is pain. This is pain.
This might be. Oh no! This bar just a little bit too slow. There's no bar to go for the Calvados or anything like that. Just like you're saying that, yellow RC is very scary.
Very good, yeah. It lets her immediately whip the momentum around in your face. The low is going to connect, but nothing really to finish it out. Kyoshine is now full screen, has a more to bottom in the chamber.
Wow!
Bro, they were... That was the fastest Ramrekka I've ever seen.
The Daro coming out and just... Oh, yeah. See, there you go. There's the YRC mix-up right there. God, what the heck? I have never seen a wake-up Daro like that.
Dude, she just went straight at him. It was so funny.
Take notes, Ram players. Always do that. Always do that.
Yes, write that down. Do that always 100% of the time. And here, stuck in the corner with the sword. Wow! That was a really interesting choice there. The reversal chemical love to try to get out of that sword situation. The kitty cat pounce though, trying to get these plus frames, but too far away for the 2D. Now the momentum's reversed.
Yeah, and I think that what we're seeing a lot about here is Kill using their burst to keep Box of Rocks straight in the corner. I've seen a couple times where...
Wow, I can't believe how fast Kyoshine adapted to that. They were like, you're going to do that cheeky chemical love thing again. I'm just going to straight jump and go right over it. Wow.
Very impressive by Kyo. Very, very impressive.
To be fair, there's more crosses in this game than most churches. True. Correct. This is a... Yeah, no, I agree. If you've got... get your mom in here. She'll watch this game and be like, this is sick. Unironically, my mom watched me play Guilty Gear Plus R once randomly. And I was playing Slayer. because that's why I play in Plus R. And she was like, dude, that's sick. You're playing like the Matador. And I was like, he's not a Matador, but I get it. She was like, dude, he looks awesome. And I was like, thanks, Mom.
My dad is a very big metal fan. Tried to get him to listen to the Guilty Gear soundtrack, but I don't know if he did.
Your dad's a metal fan? I feel my dad only. Oh, no!
Oh no! And that is such a rough interaction to have your burst get eaten by an RC. And wow, Kyo's cooking.
The quick perfect. As a reminder, this is only first to 2 because this is loser semi. So this could be over as soon as it started. Stroke straight onto the far slash Kyo with the early burst.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Kyo really doesn't want to give Boxer Rocks anything to work with. Going for the throw there. Haven't really seen too many throws from Kyo in this matchup in particular.
Oh no, Box.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah. Ow! You are like one throw away from straight death here. What is going to be the guess for your life? You're going to get hit by the sword. Unfortunate to see. And Kyoshine is going to advance on to losers finals, y'all.
Wow. Kyo flipped a switch. That was kind of insane.
That was pretty nuts. GG's to our good friend there, Boxer Rocks. You were really playing your heart out tonight, but unfortunately, you're just outside of the big top 3. Real quick, we had a fan mail submitted here by Generic Soda. I must read for the chat. The snobs in the FGC want you to think candy corn is low-grade slop. But in truth, it's an inexpensive confection enjoyed by everyone who spends time in training mode. The aesthetic of candy corn in and of itself makes it a worthy candy. Thank you very much for the fan mail, Soda. I haven't had candy corn in like a decade. I don't know how I feel about candy corn anymore.
I'm a fan.
You're a fan?
I don't think I can lie and say I don't like candy corn. I don't know. It's just nice. It's nice to snack on hardened sugar.
If you put a candy corn in front of me, I'd probably eat it, and I'd probably have a pretty good time. But speaking of having a good time, everybody, this is going to be our second to last match of the night. I hope you've been enjoying the violence so far because we've got just a little bit more for you. This is going to be first to 3 between these two to try to get in to that vaulted either first or second place spot of the night. That burst is going to be punished harder than maybe any burst ever has.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any wall breaks there, and PKD is going to be taking back control using their RC, and wow, is able to quickly get through that PRC.
Wow, that I was literally thinking she's gonna kitty cat pounce out of the corner, and there's not much you can do about it, and then he was already coing like straight into her. That was brilliant.
Very well played there by PKD to turn what was quite frankly a very scary situation, in the corner over there into a round win.
Yeah, no, 100%. Jumping around here, trying to avoid the explosions. The kitty cat pounce trying to get a little bit more of the plus frames, and doesn't have the other sword. I think they expected the H to be able to come out.
Ow. What a motorboat!
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh my goodness, 2 massive reads by Kyo there. Not only Mortabatoing the overhead, but also, I don't know if he got it there, but grabbing through the parry from Anji.
Yeah, smart stuff, smart stuff. Like, dude, why do I feel like Kyoshine's sword tosses are suddenly unblockable? Like, everyone's just getting hit by them. Like, just straight out of block stun. I feel like they're doing such a good job of, like, mixing up how they're staggering their pressure that people think they have the opportunity to potentially jump around. They just don't. They just keep getting clapped.
And I think what that kind of leads into is just the frustration of playing against Ram. You just want to get out of the corner against her, and I think...
Uh-oh. Danger. Danger, William Robinson.
This is not a place you want to be. PKD is working with Burst, but... it's gonna... I don't know. $100 on Ram is scary.
Yeah, very scary. Oh, that sword went higher than brother.
Look me in the eyes and tell me that was not supposed to be a Mortabato.
That was 100% of the everyday of Mortabato. Unfortunately, Kyoshine. Dude. That was a straight up fake Mortabato.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's Ram brain right there.
Damn.
You either die there or you have enough meter to live with the consequences.
Dude, that was so funny. Kyoshine is going to be able to take that first one there. I feel like that was like Punch Out. You know how in Punch Out all the guys are like, and they do like a big punch, but it was like the and like didn't do anything. It was just like, dude, what?
Got a little bit of a fake out there.
Yeah, wild. Kyoshine is up 1 game. As a reminder, everybody, this is first to 3.
Good stuff, Happy. Good stuff.
Wow, I can't believe both those swipes missed. Anji's pretty tall.
I'm not gonna lie, I always feel like those swipes have a bit of a finicky hitbox. And oh, spinning through the sword explosion and whatever Ram is throwing out.
I don't know if this is like a hot take. I feel like the Ram Swippity Swipes is like the weirdest special move in the game. Like, I'm like, why? Why
Oh my goodness!
But holy
look at these codes!
Bro, PKD is not only like their Ko's are hidden. A lot of Anjis are like overly reliant on Ko and they don't connect, but like PKDs always feel like they're just so reactionary and just so correct, you know?
Very nice of Ari there. Not gonna go for the air. I see. Oh!
It's strange. I think they probably meant to throw if I had to bet, but could be wrong. No life on Kyoshine. They're gonna have to FD and they get clipped by the overhead.
Going back to what you said though, I am not aware of the hitboxes on the Ram swipe. It always feels like it has such an odd hitbox.
It's weird. It's a strange move. Like it's like, here's Ram. She's a mid-screen character. Also, for some reason, she has swippity swipes. I don't know. It seems like she needs it. Butterflies out.
PKD playing some good old rock, paper, scissors here. Looking pretty confident.
Oh my god, the dash up throw. Okay, Kyoshine obviously in the... Oh, dude! It was
active for so long!
And the flag was still there. That was crazy. He parried 20 minutes ago, and I'm pretty sure Kyoshine explicitly tried to punish it.
And there we go. There's a very good Rekka punish right there.
Yeah, easy peasy Rekka punish. PKD, a big fan of that good old 2P into the 6H. Gonna tie it up 1-1, Jin. Again, these have been going the distance. We have not seen many shutouts tonight.
And that's, I don't know, man. I think that makes tournament watching so exciting. You know,
It
you
does.
don't want to see a blowout. You don't want to see a quick 3-0.
No.
You want to see some brawling.
You do. You just time a Jerry screen in real life? like which one? Like the oh, or like a different one? Like...
Ooh, sorry.
Run up throw, bless you. Run up throw here, taking him into the corner.
Oh my goodness, PKD's Abari is pretty disgusting. It looks like they know exactly when they want to be throwing their 2Ps out.
RC forward, gonna be close touch. Good block on that. They fully charged that dust, dude. That umbrella coming out. Oh my god, this is damage. PKD is not there, but no punish.
Very good backdash, and you know that's one of the things is that Ram's Mortabato. I feel like it really does just spin into throw. But I do feel like Mortabato does. It doesn't have as many recovery frames as you would think it does.
No, it's shockingly fast for, you know, such a rinky-dinky old motorboat. And it's shockingly fast for Varia for the big 3 months of Primer Uni. Thank you so much, Varia. I appreciate it.
Nice, getting more co-loots here.
Oh my god, dude. PKD is a gamer. Oh no, they're also getting hit. Such is the curse of the gamer.
We truly are cursing them and going to be getting the burst out of their Ram and that's a nice 6P. Isn't able to fully get the third hit of the Rekka, but
Ooh, good punish on that spin, actually. Kyoshine is really strategically, I feel like, trying to take apart Anji's defense. Low, RC, keep it going. What's going to be the mix from PKD? How are they going to try to open him up? RC and again?
Ooh. You know, I was not going to lie, I was fully
Kyoshine! You can't do Mortabato!
Oh, man, that's rough.
I feel so bad. That was 2 Mortabatos that would have totally worked. You saw the first one where they just did slash, and then the second one where they just chucked the sword at him. That's so unfortunate. PKD is going to take another game. It is currently 2-1.
Yeah, and that's going to be doing a little bit of mental damage, I feel. Just knowing that you could have absolutely taken control with the Mortabato and then sadly whipping it.
Oh, the clash? Wow, I can't believe Kyoshine was actually ready to clash cancel that into slash. Who does that?
And, oh no, back throw incident and Mortabato coming out. He's going to get blocked.
The Kyos, I'm telling you, dude, PKD's Kyos hit different.
Absolutely, it's scary. And I will say, you know, PKD is going to be one of those players who almost always picks scissors. I feel like they're going for the lows on the Fujin pretty much 95% of the time.
Yes, no, I totally agree. I mean, I feel like the one thing PKD hasn't had too much, like they've had all the conversions and that stuff to keep it going, but I feel like their strike throw has been weaker enough that their mix hasn't been as threatening as it could be. But that being said, Jin, what the hell does it matter what you or I are analyzing? Because PKD's in the lead. They could very well get through despite despite that.
Exactly, and I mean, here we go. It looks like PKD's going to be taking control of this round. He's able to keep the pressure.
Overhead. That hit you, Jin. You got hit.
Yeah, I got hit, man. I got mixed. I schmixed.
Oh! Just a little boink.
Yeah, Dario's pretty bold to go for there, but...
Pretty bold. PKD is on match points. This could be the end of this if Kyoshine cannot whip this around. But they're getting tossed in the corner. I was talking stuff about... You were talking stuff about their low-high game. I was talking stuff about their throw game. And immediately, PKD is listening and putting into practice. Are they dead? No.
This is good. Nah, it's gonna be close, but Ram, no burst, 1 bar of meter, and they're not gonna be able to work with much.
Ooh, good stagger pressure off of that
Good
Rekka,
kinda hit.
but PKD's got life to spare. They're chilling.
I'm just gonna. Oh!
You monster.
That's a photo finish right there.
You monster. Warping into the swippity swipes and ending it with that. That was pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. Real quick, chat. You know what it is. It's been a while since we did it. If you're new here and you're not sure, you'll catch on pretty quick. What you have to do is audience participation. Because really fast, we do have to send off... Wait, that's really quiet. Hold on. I have to gain that, like, all the way. There. Real quick, we do have to send off one of our bravest warriors of the night in Kyoshine. Making it all the way to the big loser's final side, placing in the 3rd, and you are going to, as your reward, never be able to make another run like that again. You're disgusting, you're vile, you're too dang good. Thank you so much for playing Kyoshine. I really do appreciate it. It's been wonderful to see you prove week over week. We are going to be cruising into our grand finals, final set of the night, everybody. It is going to be PKD 14 going up against BT. Are you ready, Jin?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Ready as I'll ever, ready as you can be to watch BT Eno go up against PKD Anji.
This is a grand finals that you can only dream of.
This
Eno versus Anji.
Yeah, no, 100%. BT has been having a hell of a run so far tonight. And they are now going to have to try to defend their winner's side spot against PKD, who has been really on a tear. Both these players obviously have been performing really, really well tonight. BT right now has a little bit of the edge for being on the winner's side. But, I mean, if this is like, I feel like the big equalizer, dude, is if PKD hits BT, they're like dead.
Oh, absolutely. I think if PKD is able to get BT into a defensive position, there's not going to be much that Eno can truly do outside of, like YR staying, just like we're talking about. This is going to be so much damage right here. Oh, no.
Yeah, a little bit of a drop around. Bro, how much force went into that 2P? Dude, the 2Ps. I mean, 2P is really important in this matchup, right? If Eno is trying to take to the skies to do some cheeky stuff, and like that on the defensive call, it just stops her dead.
Oh, man. And PK is feeling it. We saw earlier that we were talking a lot about stuff like chemical love. We were talking about notes and whatnot, and PK is able to very easily approach BT and just send her through the wall.
Yeah. Oh my god, the gold burst is gonna beat the Fujin, but what's BT gonna do with all his meter? They're gonna do something, BRC! Bro, the 6P whiff, hold on. They might not have a lot. No, that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
This is a harsh mountain for BT to be climbing up.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
They're feeling it.
We've got to climb. Oh. We had a climbing hook in the rock, but then Anji walked over and 2P'd it out. Oh,
dude, 2P
boy.
is the champion of this tournament.
It really...
Shout out to 2P.
Dude,
Fellas, use your
2P's on a
2Ps
run.
more.
Yeah, they're cruising. I just said that mountain thing, and I'm sorry, this is totally unrelated, but it reminded me. There was like some dumb movie from like the early 2000s that was like kind of a horror flick about people climbing a mountain and then like exploding and like all of them are dying. This is like, does anyone like, if you have seen the movie, you'll be like, oh yeah, it's this one. Like, it was like a major part of the movie. If anyone remembers it, can you please tell me the name of that damn movie if this rings any bells? Anyway, BT and PKD going up here. It's currently 1-0 on PKD's side.
Is able to spin through the stroke, and BT's going to be having to use burst quite early. PKD is taking over the turn, and ooh, that counter hit out from PKD.
Oh my god, the overheads, bro. The high-lows have gotten... They are now present and spooky as hell. Not quite dead.
Yeah, listen, PKD heard us talking. PKD said that there were too many lows.
Too many lows, and now they're going for the highs. But hold up. BT showing they've also got the schmicks. The high be hitting. No, nothing! Oh, wait. No, dude!
It still connects!
No, the high connects. No way. No way. BT's actually going to ride away with this. The super, the plus frames. YRC.
Wow. And listen, that was a beautiful blue RC. But that very quickly turned into insanity.
That was almost like the most cursed round I have ever seen in my entire life. Oh, the co! You are now stuck in the corner. The charge does! This should be another one in the bag. Just like that, PKD keeping it simple. But the perfect, I gotta say, of all of the, sometimes in these beginner brackets, you get some real lab rats, you know? You get some real one beaker into another beaker type beats. PKD's giving me that vibe. Like, they've practiced a combo or two in their day. Like,
oh, yeah. I think once you see PKD confident in their... Like, because, yeah, I mean, these are some nasty... bombos. I won't call them combos. I'll call them bombos. They are bombos. They're putting in the work.
Yeah, they have upgraded to bombos. Yes, absolutely. They're deserving of the title.
You know, the bombo title is gonna be dodging out on that grab and getting the burst on PKD early.
Ooh, the jump back. Not quite a punish on that stroke. And you can see how kind of scared BT is to try to slug at that mid-range. That was the longest I've ever seen an Eno not do anything. They air dashed at them, air dashed back, and then back dashed. Like right in their face.
Yeah, and I think you're... Oh, no. Going for the Kacha Fugetsu, but isn't really going to be able to get much of anything out of it. Just losing out on $50.
Yeah. Oh, the Fujin connects. Hold on. This might be really bad. You're getting pushed slowly and but surely into the corner. The low RC is going to connect. Oh, my God. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. She's dead.
She's dead. Both. She's dead.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
I feel like that all came out of nowhere right at the end.
You know, honestly, when people talk about it, Anji, he needs it. TBH.
No, the boy actually needs it. Don't take it away from him. It's what he's got. Okay. He's going to get beat by Fuji.
Yeah,
bro, he's just cruising. He's sailing.
You know, I think at this point, BT is definitely on the back foot playing, and this is going to be so much damage. Very good side swap there.
Yeah, just didn't go for the 5K stanky-like conversion, but gets hit by the high. BT still got burst also, and they've been a fan of the gold burst, so we might see an attempt at a gold burst, but no, won't even matter. Gonna just open him up with that high. We're going down to the last round. PKD trying to reset right now, but BT getting a little bit more wind back in their sails.
Yeah, I mean, we got 2 full bars of burst, and I'm excited to see how this round is going to turn out. I think that, you know, BT has definitely been playing a little, I think, on the back foot this entire set so far.
No.
Oh, God.
Scary stuff. The 2P, dude! That's so unfortunate. You know BT's a little pissed for that one.
Oh, man. I will say, there's a lot of adaptation happening here. You know, you're going to start seeing both of them jumping out of corner, doing pretty well for themselves.
Oh, the 2P pickup, and then the Fujin hop in. That was so smart. Keeping the pressure on. Nothing after the Fujin, but now BT trying to whip it back the other way. But like you've said earlier, they've got a big mountain to climb, and this mountain's got 2 fans.
Yeah, and I'm one of those fans because I'm liking what PKD's cooking. However, they're going to be sent through the wall. Not a hard knockdown, so we're just going to be resetting back to neutral. Both of them don't have much to work with.
Oh! 2P, but there was no 6H behind him. It doesn't matter. Get the close / counter hit. PKD's immediately going to reset this bracket in a 3-0 sprint. We've got to reset, everybody.
PKD's feeling it.
Oh, they're feeling it. 100%. You know, I got to say, the one thing commentating with you has made me jealous about VTubers for a couple things, but like one of them is I think you were like stretching your neck or something, but it just kind of looks like your little, your avatar just going like this. But like if I do it and like the camera cuts back to me, I'm like, hey everybody, how's it going? Like it's like the least appealing looking thing. I'm like, damn, that's unfair. Anyway, reset bracket, everybody. BT is now in losers. It is 0-0.
What does BT do here?
What does BT do?
How does BT adjust? Because PKD is looking really scary.
They're looking really scary. I wonder if they should turn the heat up a little bit. PKD is playing very patiently and is like not trying to overly commit to stuff, and they're just trying to use this 2P to carry them to victory as hard as they can. I think for BT, you need to try to turn the sauce on. Good defense here, though, but and good block on the overhead. I was going to say that overhead has been eating them alive.
Oh, nice! Megalovania.
Dude, BT is a fan of Megalovania. I gotta say, we've seen more Megalovanias tonight than I've seen my whole life. He's dead.
He's just dead.
Deleted.
There's nothing else to it. He's dead.
No,
Yeah, I was thinking though in that first set earlier, BT was definitely I think playing on the back foot, playing a little. I don't like to say playing scared, but kind of letting PKD just do Anji things. So I really want to see BT just start kind of sending it.
Yeah, I just want to see them try to send it. The 2P there, and then the 2P straight back. The overhead's going to connect, but it's not a counter hit at least. How is BT going to navigate this? They're getting oppressed by this 2P, dude.
Oh,
Ino's dash is a blessing and a curse. It makes her so much more vulnerable to stuff like that, and the tap dust, but the drop combo. Oh, no. Is PKD feeling themselves maybe a little bit too much, but for now, it's working out.
Yeah, and, like you just said, it definitely is a curse. Not quite able to punish, I feel, the whiffed Fujin follow-ups quite as well.
No, not able to, but most importantly, those 2Ps are just going to be eating her as an offensive option because, like, she can't escape. She just, like, is pinned down by those 2Ps. But it's really, really difficult to try to condition an Anji to stop doing it. BT now on their last legs, a throw would kill here. Like, they really need to get something going.
And yeah, definitely has that burst. I feel like PK is going to be looking for the throw, just making sure that no burst is happening. Oh, never mind. Oh, no!
Well, who can say checking the opponent's connection?
Oh, man.
I mean, this is the execution check for us as commentators, Jin. We're going to have to push a button.
Oh, shh.
I hope you're ready.
I don't know if I am.
Are you ready? Okay.
What button do I gotta push?
Wait.
Hold on, we gotta do a little bit of a button push. Okay. The U key has been pressed. We are now good. Everybody, it's okay. No alarms.
All right. Are we going to just stay here, or do we have to respect?
No, we're good. We should be good.
Cool.
So, yeah,
That was
PKD is up 1 right now. They're looking to 6-0. I think this might be a little bit of matchup knowledge lopsidedness, right? I feel like PKD, they be knowing the Ino matchup. They're looking very, like, familiar with what's going on. They are big chillin', right? Whereas it feels like BT is trying to learn and adapt on the fly, but their stuff isn't quite as potent. It feels a little bit less practice, a little more scrappy, and like I think it's really getting him in trouble. Like Soda was saying, I think Anji does genuinely just do super good in this matchup from some combination of his damage, Fujin blasting you from full screen and forcing the burst in the first 1 second. There's stuff Anji has that's really difficult for I think to deal with.
Yeah, and I do believe that, Anji really is just a big knowledge check character. I think that they're definitely conditioned to play in a certain way, and it kind of just seems like PKD is very comfortable with what they're doing. Oh, great grab there by BT.
Counter's going to get thrown there, but I mean, again, that's one of those spooky things, right? It's like you baited his super, but I mean, that could have been 2P, that could have been 6P, that could have been Ko. Like, there's so many other things that could have been that would have been equally scary. Now you're stuck in the corner, your risk is cranked.
That's a very, very good jump out there by BT.
Ooh, we getting thrown to death. The overhead connects. Look at the life on BT. It got drained away just like that.
I mean, I don't know. BT's looking to fight back, and this is going to be coming down to just only one more hit.
What? Bro, I can't believe she got caught photo finish in 5P in one way, got BRC'd 5P the other way. It didn't hit, and Anji was already on the floor hitting 2X.
Oh my goodness. That was the thing that happened.
Absolutely wild. Look at the damage on their combo! Holy fajolies! No, and that burst is not gonna hit. Oh, this round is looking not too good for our hero BT.
Yeah, BT's not going to let that deter them, though, as they're going to be trying to fight back. Throwing out the yellow RC to kind of reset, but RC's going to be able to put PKD back into the aggressive state.
Yeah, PK is now pressuring into the corner of the butterfly, keeping him down. The double overheads are just connecting. PKD is looking to do a 6-0 sweep against PT. Dude, I gotta say, there's some players where sometimes you apply pressure and they just get stronger. And I really feels like PK is one of those players. They are not letting this get to him.
PKD wants to put on a show. Absolutely. PKD is here to entertain everyone. I know that there's a lot of people in chat who definitely are big Anji fan. Anji bros, stand up.
Anji bros, let's get in this. I mean, I feel like generic Soda has an aura that curses our tournaments to have really good Anjis be in them because Soda is such a good Anji, and it's like, Soda, keep it down over there. You're telling all the Anjis to come out. Tell them to go away.
Soda's a menace. Oh my God. Starting with the counter hit in 2 seconds in, getting out BT's burst.
Yeah, an immediate burst right back at you. Help, you've been code.
Yeah, this is Guilty Gear right here. This is, burst, kind of lame.
God, this is so unfortunate. Good block on the charge dust. PK's been going for that. I feel like it's only hit like once, but the one time it did, it was so like, oh my God.
Oh
Jin,
my God.
We're already at tournament point.
This is it. BT needs to adjust because PKD is running this train. PKD's not slowing down. PKD's just getting faster and faster. Very good tech there by BT, and that's gonna, I think, maybe condition PKD a little bit.
Dude.
Pushing him back to the other side.
Yeah, pushing him back to the other side. Hit him with a low. Okay, BT is starting to get a little creative with the stuff. The overhead connects. No, the super drop. But doing it again as a rage input, but it's still plus. Bro, scuffs into miracles. I can't believe it.
Nice, and BT, imagine getting a little flustered. They're very good chemical love.
Oh my God, they're trying to chemical love. No way. No way is PK going to be able to run away with this.
This is such an... Oh, gonna drop the fusion, but gonna keep the credit pressure up.
They still meeted them even though they had 100 meters?
Bold play.
Bold play by PK.
Yeah,
double overhead.
Nice, getting the burst out early, and... Oh, God.
Nice.
So much damage coming out.
Yeah, beautiful backdash, though, from BT in order to avoid that throw. That could have started really closing out this round. The big 6P. I feel like PK hasn't really been going for too much 6P, so very strategically placed there. BT does have $100. The question is, this could be potentially their last few moments on this earth. Do they reversal super? No. YRC? No!
For the YRC, but gonna be thrown back into the corner. Nice. Doing a very good job of getting out of there. Putting the pressure on a PK.
Big stage. Oh my God! The Ko has come through.
One last rock,
BT.
paper, scissors.
Fuzzy blocking. The tap does.
Nice.
Why charge the dust? Tap would have killed.
Oh my God. BT showing signs of life here.
Dude, like a cannonball. Fujin from downtown. PKD is going to cruise for a 6-0 victory over our friend and comrade BT. Real quick, everybody. We got to do the thing. These were some exceptional gamers tonight, and we definitely got to do our due diligence in seeing them off. Are y'all ready? I hope you are. Real quick. BT coming in the big second place. You were absolutely cooking tonight. The Eno was on fire. Enos, they're a little bit of a dying breed, I feel like. It's like Daro and Daru fans. So I respect it. Sticking with the Eno even through these tough times, cruising through this whole bracket. And in fact, I think you are so good. I would like to reward you for your performance with a $5 discount coupon to Chuck E. Cheese and also a ban of permanence. You are no longer allowed to enter our beginner cup brackets. You're too damn good. Grand finals winner. Top 1, PKD 14. You have definitely been feeding off of the Anji energy that has been going on in the stream chats, carrying on a legacy, cruising to first place, a 6-0 sweep coming from the loser's side. You are really crushing it tonight, and it is my honor and privilege to say that we will never see you again on this stream. You are permanently banned, PKD. Thank you so much for playing tonight. Jin, thank you so much for commentating with me tonight. Last words, plugs, things you want to say to the chatteroonie?
Thank you for having me on. It's always so fun to commentate. And I have a good time commentating with you. Watching all these players, and between all the familiar names and all of the new people who are coming in, it's just so exciting. If you guys enjoy Guilty Gear, if you guys enjoy hanging out, you know, I like to stream this game a lot. You can catch me here on Twitch. Usually try to stream around 7 p.m. or so, various different days. Definitely doing my best to try and get more into the analysis side of things. Or, you know, if you want to see some good old Millia Rage gameplay, because, you know, all we have are haters here, you can go check it out right over there.
Look, we're all just scarred because we had a string of 3 weeks where Millia's won every week. It was, and we're all just like, I'm over it, no more Millias. But no, thank you for real. Thank you so much, Jin, for being on tonight. It was a ton of fun. I'll catch you later, dude.
Yep, see you later. Have a great night. And have a great night, chat.
And adios, everybody. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you all so much for watching. It has been an absolute blast. I'm glad the stream seemed to hold it together for the night in the new place. I better ban you next week. It's not up to me. I'm beholden to the rules. All right. You know, it's been a while. So I feel like we need to do it a little bit more bombastically than we have been, you know? We've got to do it a little bit more bombastically. I'm going to ask you all for the audience participation. We've been slacking. We haven't been doing the audience participation lately. So tonight, everybody, as we run the outro and I look for a raid, I need you all to role play like you are playing Uno. Except you are a feudal samurai. You are all feudal samurai competing for the protection of your lands, but you're playing Uno, okay? Thank you all so much again for watching, and thank you so much for Jin for commentating. We will catch you all next week. Ichi! All right, I gotta say, Blue, you have joke of the night immediately. That was so fast.
Ew. Bum, bum, bum.
And remember, everybody, no matter how hard it gets, we will always have Uno. Thank you all so much for watching. All right, let's think. Where do y'all want to go tonight? Is anybody streaming that you would want to fight for? I see that Last Cody just went live, so I'm leaning towards a Last Cody raid. Any thoughts? Would anyone any objections to a Last Cody raid, or are we okay with it? If you're the real Last Cody, please stand up. Please stand up. We're going to send you all over to Last Cody. I'm making a decision. I'm putting my foot in the ground. Thank you all again so much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I will catch you all later. See ya.